from 2016 to 2020, playing a pivotal role in improving access to immunization in low-income countries. In March 2021, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala made history by becoming the first woman and the first African to serve as Director General of the World Trade Organization. In 2022, Dr. Ngozi joined the Group of 30 known as G30, an independent body of distinguished policymakers from around the world. In November 2024, she was reappointed to serve a second term as Director General of the World Trade Organization. Dr. Ngozi's contributions have earned her numerous accolades. She holds honorary degrees from prestigious institutions and has received national honors. She is listed as one of the 50 greatest world leaders, the top 100 most influential people in the world, the top 100 thinkers, the top 3 powerful women in Africa, and many more. Despite the global responsibilities, Ngozi remained deeply connected to her family. She is married to Dr. Iyemba Iweala, a neurosurgeon, and together they have 4 children, including Uzodimma Iweala, an acclaimed author. Her life story serves as an inspiration, demonstrating that integrity, perseverance, and vision can drive transformation. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's journey reflects profound impact one individual can have on the world. Her legacy continues to inspire new generations of leaders.
Join us as we drive into the world of politics through insightful interviews with prominent political figures, both serving and former governors, ministers, senators, legislators, party chieftains, activists, and analysts. Get first-hand information into the decision-making processes that affect our daily lives. Highly engaging 1-hour program that brings political discourse into focus.
I am Chukwuma Okoro.
Political Lens, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Join us.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
Hey guys, what's up? How you all doing? They call me Aviation, Nelson One, your number 1 celebrity host, and you are watching Voice of the People Television, VOP. Stay tuned.
Uyi Osarate is my name. I am a friend of the microphone, Voice of the People TV. That name is unique, and the brand is very sweet. I like the packaging, picture qualities, camera qualities, and then of course, the quality of human beings that I see sometimes on your channel. I talk and get paid, and I look forward to being in your studios.
Oh yes, you are on to Voice of the People TV, live here in Benin City, the cradle of black civilization. What are you waiting for? Tune in, bro.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice. Welcome to Kitty's Corner. Every weekend is a new journey. Join Auntie Oni as she embarks on thrilling adventures. Each episode takes the young explorers to a different fantastical world filled with exciting challenges, making new friends and learning valuable life lessons. The show begins with lots of excitement in a cozy storytelling mood. Fairies teach the importance of kindness, honesty, bravery, teamwork, or curiosity. Kitty's Corner is a delightful blend of fun, education, and imagination with catchy songs, interactive games, and heartwarming stories. Join Auntie Oni every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Voice of the People Television. Kitty's Corner, perfect destination for curious minds.
My name is Esther. They call me the Oga Padapata of them and the general overseer of them all. Every man, every woman has got a voice where integrity is the volume. So this is Voice of the People's TV. Voice of the People's TV. So this is the people's voice. And the people's voice is the voice of God. That's the voice populi in Latin. The people's voice is the voice of God. So keep watching Voice of the People. In fact, my name is Voice of the People. Keep watching MC Ado Pikin. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Kegan. I am Nigeria's biggest tech content creator, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Voice of the People TV. Keep watching, enjoy, and you're welcome.
My name is MC Alamano. They say they call me Enjoyment Landlord. It's VOP TV. Keep watching VOP TV. Don't touch it down. Even if you want to touch it down, increase the volume. If you don't increase the volume, why told me?
My name is Collins Agawabe, popularly known as No Mind but last, more than No Mind more. Not be all so the cook right at the fry plantain. We keep on watching VOP TV. The voice of the people, the voice of Edo. If you want to get the authentic news for Edo, the way it be, that's why they show and all they cut anything come on. A VOP TV.
All right, it's another time again, and you're very welcome to Weekend Sports Roundup. This is the show where we bring you a roundup of all the action, the sporting action within the week from around the world. But of course, in recent weeks, I have discovered that rather than taking you on a trip around the world of sports, giving you results and all of that, we focus more on issues in Nigerian sports, which are very, very important to the average Nigerian. We've discovered that focusing on issues concerning Nigerian sports is far more important than telling you results of how a MotoGP was won, or who defeated Manchester United, or who beat Liverpool. So we're going to continue that trend today. That is not to say that we may not bring you results, but today we have issues. The Sports Writers Association of Nigeria yesterday brought glitz and glamour to the MKO Abiola National Stadium, as all kinds of persons were there as one marked its 60th birthday anniversary. I was even surprised myself at the caliber of persons and the kind of organization that took place at that event. Also, we'll be looking at today, if you've been following the news recently in the world of sports, there has been issues as Nigerians begin to ask questions of sports administrators in Nigeria. What do they do with all the money they get from government? What of the ones they raise themselves? What about, for instance, the NFF? They get money from FIFA, they get money from sponsors, they get money from government. What do they do with them? What do they do with those monies? How do they account for them? If we say we want to challenge them, they say, look, FIFA will ban you if you remove me. And so they just get away with anything. Today, we shall be looking at how much transparency do we have in sports administration
in Nigeria. And of course, a place has been named, the stadium has been named for the World Cup playoffs between Nigeria, Gabon, Cameroon, and DR Congo. And I tell you something, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is talking tough. You know what he said? He said, look, before Osimhen was scoring, being the top scorer at the Under-17 World Cup, I was already top scoring in the English Premier League, in the French Ligue 1. So you Nigerians, you think you're going to send me away from the World Cup, I'm going to make you cry. So Aubameyang is talking tough, saying Nigeria, don't take Gabon for granted as we are planning how to beat the Eagles for the 13th of this month. Also, many more issues as, we'll be looking at Rivers United, the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup. We'll be having the draws on Monday somewhere in Johannesburg. And of course, we'll be looking at how will Rivers United fare. For the past 6-7 years, Nigeria has not made it to the group stages of the CAF Champions League. And for the first time, Finidi George has led them to qualify for that. All these and more will make the topic of our program for today. But you get only to get them only if you stay with us until after this very, very short break. Don't go away. All right, thanks for staying there. You're still on to Weekend Sports Roundup. And you know the funny thing, anytime you do a live show, challenges come up. My guest is trapped in traffic somewhere around, just nearby, so I have to wait for him until he gets here. That is, we'll wait for him to come in, and then of course, let's see how we can pick up from wherever he joins us. For now, we're taking a trip to the National Stadium, the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja here, where yesterday, all kinds of persons, all the who's who in the world of sports in Nigeria were there. I was even surprised myself that Swan still has this pool to drag these people to a celebration of its 60th birthday anniversary. So if you can we have a video from that event, so let's take that video and see how we get back and then see how we can talk more about what happened at the MKO Abiola National Stadium yesterday.
And fail. It's not part of those that will give you somewhere to start building, and at the long run you begin to regret. He's into real estate management and is doing well, recognized in Ebonyi State.
Ladies and gentlemen, Malam Shehu Diko, the Chairman, National Sports Commission, just walked in. Can we give him a loud ovation? Please put your hands together for him. As he takes his seat, you're very much welcome, sir.
Permit me to expand on the already established protocol. First of all, I want to appreciate the initiators of this program. And I say, by the time you begin the next song, you will be coming here with a very big envelope. I will not stop throwing my support to Swan. I'll contact each other for more support. And I want to dedicate this award to Trusted Business Group and to the governor of the state, His Excellency, Chief Massive.
Thank you very much to the young boy that is doing well. Young man there, recognized everywhere.
All right, those were just tidbits of that. But I can inform you that my guest has broken away from that traffic. And of course, it's my pleasure to welcome Kelechi Onwodiwe, the chairman of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, FCT chapter, to the studios. Casey, you're very welcome. I was thinking maybe it's the hangover of the celebrations yesterday. I know it's part of it.
It is largely part of it. I got home about 2 a.m. last night.
Oh, I can
you
understand.
understand? Yes. So, and it's just crazy. Got up this morning to see that the tire of the vehicle was flat on the ground, and so anyhow, I just had to
of course,
find a way and just get here.
Challenges that come with that.
Quite a lot.
How did you guys do that? Because look, to be honest with you, let me be very factual and honest with you. I actually didn't fix my mind on being a part of the celebration. I didn't want to come, but I called a friend who works at the NTA to help me with something. And then he told me, look, everybody is at Swan celebration. I said, okay, let me just check it out. And wow. Every single person that matters in the world of sports in Nigeria was there. How did you guys pull that off?
Well, honestly, it was it was a hard slog. I was a member of the local organizing committee, and I think we worked out
Thank you.
Right? So, and guess what? All this was done within 6 weeks. That was when we were inaugurated as the local organizing committee, and instead we went to wherever you can think of to solicit. There were no funds for anything, so it was bare knuckles start, But usually, as we say in Africa, of course, everything is attributed to God. He gave us the favor, the grace, and everything. People met, everyone had some. One thing is not you just sending someone who is free in the office. No, they sent someone remarkable, someone credible, relevant. Yes. In fact, there was a fair, a women's trade fair or something like that at the other side of the stadium, which has
when I was leaving, I saw it because I entered from the other side of the stadium, so I went
exactly. Someone called me from there and said their guests were all coming to the VIP thinking that was where the thing was at. You understand? And that they had to keep redirecting many of them. No, that's not your show. That's another, we thank God, but it took the efforts of men as well, men and women, to get that done. And since I joined SWAN, I've never seen any event that came anywhere close to that.
You see that? Look, when I saw the president, as I bet the way he was embracing and hugging me like a long lost brother, I was looking. I said, "What do you mean? We are in the field all the time, But I was very excited for him, for you, for the secretary, and the rest of the members of the main organizing committee, local organizing committee, that we could pull this off. And everyone was there.
And as people flew themselves, we didn't pay for transport for most of the awardees. They flew, 220 something thousand for one-way flights. They flew them. So that's how they valued, the awards and the event. These are regular folks like you and me. I know they could have put that 400 or 500,000 to other uses, this even struck a chord with them. Flew themselves, many drove, long distances, some came by road, even farther, longer distances, to make sure they were there. And I thank God in the end. Of course, not perfect, but the big points, I think we nailed them all. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So what's your takeaway from that? Papers were presented. People were talking about a more robust reportage of sporting events. We're going to come into transparency, transiting from this program to that, to look at that. But when you take the response of your invited guests to that event, and of course the papers that were presented, what do you take away from this 60th anniversary celebration of SWAN?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the message that we're lacking a lot of things struck a chord. So a lot of the messages were like, okay, we have to do better than we've done in the first 60 years by doing what? Going a lot more professional, utilizing the digital age we are in now the right way, because there's a whole lot of wrong ways.
Absolutely.
You can do that, and then being one house. There's been conflicts or all the other things here and there, and then having respect for ourselves and the profession, because over the years, some who have profited from that administrator have more or less seen those pecuniary benefits as more important to them than the upliftment of the whole. Let me put it that way. So a whole lot of them were like, okay, we suddenly know you guys have a lot of legends. And the one thing with sporting legends, whether in the sports writing community or sport athletes or administrators, is that usually these are people who are generally Nigerian legends. You could be in other fields and achieve this or that, and everyone doesn't know you. Most people you call in sports, whether it's a commentator like Enes Okonkwo, a footballer like Odegbami, or a wrestler like Adekoroye, or Tobi Amusho, that's basically, they are legends for Nigerians. You could be in one, with all due respect to other sectors of the economy, you could achieve, create one thing or the other, and you don't get the popularity. And I'm still one of them, right? So what I mean is that, look, you go on air, people see you on the street, oh, wow, that sounds like Ernest, or so were you him? So these are recognizable individuals. So the thing is, leverage on what you have as a sports journalist. Okay. It is massive. And these things you're soliciting for after 60 years, you understand, you should have had them over and over again. Okay. So that was it. For the first time, to be honest, I saw that's across the spectrum of the sports firmament. You see administrators come and tell you, towing one line for once. You understand? And the previous day, remember, it's a 2-day event. The previous day, when the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Sheodiko, declared it open, he, the main thing was, okay, guys, you need to now move on after this event from here. Just looking forward.
No going back.
There's no going back from here. Okay. You understand? After this, we are on with your vision, so you can't look back.
All right. Yeah. Basically, just to remind our viewers that he was telling me, I agree. We've done so much sports reporting over the years. Kelechi, we used to be tactical many years ago.
Knocked down a show.
Banned right here in Abuja. Of course, Casey went on. Legend of sports reporting and commentating in Nigeria for Super Sports and all of that. So a lot of people know you too. You're one of the legends. I just wanted to remind our viewers of that. But now, Casey, taking away from that and looking at how we are fraternizing. I love what you said about these people telling us about being one house.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, there's always internal bickerings that do not allow us to actually see that you are really valued. Yeah. Because for me, that's what I took away yesterday.
Absolutely.
Oh, so these people really value the service we render in Nigeria. But now, Casey, leaving that topic now, in recent days, there have been issues, challenges with Nigerians in terms of transparency in sports administration in our country. Yeah. Where, for instance, like I said in my opening take, that look, take the NFL, for example. Yeah. They get money from sponsors. They get money from FIFA, even from CAF. Yeah. They even get money from the government. Yeah. We have never seen a transparent NFF. We're not holding people to ransom, calling the name of Gusu, who is there now, or Pinnick, who just left. We've had several people. Oneya, we've had Emeka Merwa, we've had Ikazubo. We've had names of persons who were sponsored, Kojo Williams and the rest of them. Yeah. But over the years, as far back as I can remember, have we ever had a time, the issue of the Kirby Stadium, the FIFA project, brought this up? And the question is now being asked. How transparent are these guys? They get all this money from all kinds of places, and when we challenge them, they threaten us. FIFA will soon ban you if you remove me. Casey, what do we do about that? Are we sports reporters ready to probe into that? To actually say that every money that they get is actually they let us know how they are spent.
Okay. I mentioned Sheodiko opening the show the previous day. He had to quickly leave for Lagos, where the African Nations Cup Trophy tour was starting in Nigeria. So he had to be there. So he left, although he spent about an hour, As soon as he started his address, which was to open the Diamond, it didn't take him up to a minute to start talking about the Kirby Stadium and the recent report that exploded everything. But that report was made because he was saying influencer. That report was actually made by an influencer who actually misrepresented facts. Now, not that I'm not saying the transparency issue is not there. No, now the guy, tried to compare the Kirby Stadium with a stadium being built by the government of Kenya. You understand? If a stadium that had already gulped nearly $32 million, right? So that, first of all, that was wrong. Now, there were edifices built with the FIFA money elsewhere that were in better fettle than what we had in KB. So that would have better represented the story. So it, Shehu Diko went on and on and on about it. So I could understand that he's always been an administrator, and such things also hit on him and the NSC. The problem with I have with the FIFA thing about banning you if you interfere with their FAs, the first year it became an issue and FIFA made a statement, I thought governments now, not FAs, across the world would have stepped up and said, no, you can do that for the money you give them, not the one we give. They never did that. And if you notice, the effects only take place more in Africa, maybe Southeast Asia. You hardly hear any serious country in Europe or North America.
Because there are governance procedures embedded in their own systems.
So what we can do in Africa with the money, you can then try it abroad. You understand me? We saw Jack Warner, Platini, Blatter arrested, and police knocking down doors and stuff. In Africa, it's more difficult to do that if you're in a position of influence. It's very difficult to suddenly get the short end of the stick. Usually, you're the one holding the long end, right? So, over the years, these monies have been there. You said you don't want to stick it to Pinnick or Guso, who is there now.
Yeah, because over time, none of that has ever been transparent.
We have KB. This money is yearly, right? So it was even more valuable in the past. So we have KB. I think there's one in Oborodo up to today. You understand? So you should know more about that than me.
Pinnick is telling us stories.
And so we're looking at two. Well, the FIFA Go project right there beside the NFL headquarters is better not talked about. So I'm counting 3. So I will add another 3 I don't know about. Let me just say there are 3 more, right? 6 of such things.
But kids, don't forget, they're building a hostel or hotel.
I'm coming. That's a project conceptualized in the last 12 months, the last 1 year.
Okay.
So I'm leaving out anything that's coming this year. So all those years, if those poorly maintained facilities are the output from the FIFA income, then it leaves a lot to be desired. We have to, it's got to be said. Because what we answered Shehu Diko, what the president answered Shehu Diko, we all clapped to.
The president of the NFL.
No, the president of the president of the NFL was out of the town.
You mean NSC chairman?
Yes, we know what the Swan president answered. Was that. Because at the end, he said, oh, you guys still fraternize with these guys and benefit from them and later. And Isaiah Benjamin told him clearly, shortly after some journalists were sent to cover a World Cup qualifier and a bill of, is it NSC or something, that the NSC wrote a damning report about the fact that a year in office, the board of the NSC is yet to be fully constituted. And there was another one about the NFF and their opaque financial dealings, including their dealings even with the NSC, right? So he said, it's not, they do hit out. But the thing is, it is not to fracture the relationship so that there is none, but it's not easy. These things are procedural, for instance. Okay, since they complain, what has happened? There are probes that have died deaths. There are probes that are under lockers somewhere for years. Nobody's talking about them. We hear this. How many times have they gone to the National Assembly to go and explain themselves? We don't understand the explanations we are given, but we carry on. So there are issues and challenges on both sides. It's not more on the media, to be honest with you. Media compromises in a bad way.
Casey, that brings me to something
the media is also there to do the right thing.
That have been growing in my mind all the while, because I heard the House of Reps Committee Chairman on Sports defending the KB issue, which I agree was misrepresented, because
it was
those two stadiums, but the issue of transparency is still there. Casey, on every trip the Super Eagles make or the Super Falcons make, I've been on a couple of trips with the Super Eagles, and the House Representative Chairman on Sports is on the trip. the House of Representative Chairman, the Senate Representative, the Senate Chairman on Sports Committee is there, benefiting from the NFF, left, right, and center. We, the media, to an extent, we get involved in some of those trips and all of that. Are we complicit along with the National Assembly? Because possibly these are some of the reasons why Nigerians never get to the bottom of when issues are raised, that sports writers are benefiting. Members of the National Assembly who should be probing them are benefiting. How do we go from here if everybody's fingers have been stained with this oil?
Okay, I want to say something. Of all the people you mentioned, even a corrupt sports journalist is more relevant to sports issues than all the people you mentioned, because we give you stories.
No, I didn't say the sports writer is corrupt.
No,
Okay.
I know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Simply talking about relevancy here. You understand the fact that they're there to dig out the stories. Whether the stories are pro-administrator or pro the sport, the issue is that this guy who goes there, maybe, head of the government delegation. We do see government delegations from foreign countries, maybe one person, you understand, maybe the Minister of Sports, the head of the FA, and maybe aides who do stuff for them. That's it. The rest are the team, the technical team, the doctors, and the journalists.
And the backroom staff.
And and then journalists. You watch Air Force One, and how many journalists go around with Donald Trump, and you see, teams who go, all these big teams in Europe, a quarter of the delegation are media people, Ernest, because they want you representing the best of what happened from different angles. That's how it's done.
So you are saying the media has a right.
They have a right
to be a part of that.
To be part of it.
To tell the people what is going on.
As many as possible. Now, I don't want, that shouldn't excuse media organizations who claim that they want they are supposed to be. In fact, if you listen to all the promos in all the radio and TV stations and whatever on earth, everyone says, oh, the best sports show, the best sports program, the best sports article, whatever. Everyone wants the best, but many of them, do not. Some have never sponsored a staff to big events. Now, I'm saying it doesn't excuse them not doing what they got to do. We're talking about, these administrators. So, those guys going there, it's not that it's completely unnecessary, but they overdo it. There are too many people representing, the government in this thing. What are they all doing there? You go, it's extra hotel rooms. You go, it's extra feeding. You go, it's extra flights. You understand? Extra everything. You understand? Extra condiments and stuff. So all I'm just saying is that when you take everything in, if the amount of money you could save per trip, if certain extra baggage, human baggage, maybe I should.
It's left off.
Could fund the next international.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, now, Casey, you are the chairman of FCT Swan.
Yeah.
And you said something earlier in terms of financial governance systems in the developed world, in Europe, let's put it like that, and then maybe North America, not allowing. What do you think we need to do in this part of the world and possibly in Asia, where we have some of these challenges? What do we need to do to have more transparency from our sports? It's not just in football, it's across board, Casey. What do we need to do? Because right now, the citizens are asking questions. The people need money for so many other things, and now the president is pumping so much money into sports, and it need to be accounted for.
In fact, back to what we were saying earlier about the influencer guy who started all the story. Even though I said he misrepresented it, he wanted to be sensational and created a sensation. It's still on as we speak. So on our part, he misrepresented the story. On his part, on the public's part, that was a super way. Put those two structures together. Yes, he wasn't right on the second one. But the issue is that where are our own of that type of structure?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because what he said, let's take away the FIFA thing. So if Akwa Ibom State had not built a stadium they have been maintaining for more than a decade, Nigeria will be playing in Cameroon or Togo.
The Senate president that people are vilifying did that, Casey. But look, that is the truth.
Cameroon hosted the AFCON in 2022, Ernest. Since 2022, all the stadiums, is it Victoria, Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé, and Garouane, they're all in use. I mean, what's they called? They say country, whatever, in Niamey, Niger Republic, that will give light and water and free air and everything. They play their home qualifiers at home. So my point here is that thing is something that opens a wider, yes. So it's not necessarily about the KB thing. It's generally about what we're doing.
Financial accounting.
Generally, where's all the money? All this stuff. Mind you, this year, the coming of Shehu Diko, their budget was the largest budget ever presented for sport in Nigeria. Absolutely. And the president signed off on it as it got to his table. National Assembly instructed NS release without delay, because part of what the president says he's trying to do through sport, you understand, is to
target the youth.
Exactly.
Target the youth.
And so,
get them off the streets.
People, earlier this week was 1 year of the new NSC board.
Yeah, we discussed it.
So many said, okay, we saw a lot of flesh pressing and courtesy visits and handshakes, and okay, so down to brass tacks. What have we got in 12 months? So all of a sudden, there has been a lot of activity. I think that Nigeria has maybe done well here and there, but you still get to talk to the athletes who did well, and still plenty of the old stuff. They still talk about it.
Casey, I had your colleague, your friend as well, Amar Ignis, here last week. I didn't want to ask you the question, but you brought it up now. I just know maybe you just use a few minutes to tell us. Do you think that Olopade, Bukola Olopade, and Shehu Diko, in terms of why they were brought in after the sports ministry was sacked, and say let's go back to the National Sports Commission, in terms of laying a foundation for that growth of Nigerian sports over time? Let's not talk about results. Do you think they are doing that? They are sinking the necessary foundations where Nigeria can spring up with the amount of money you said now, how the president is so open to aligning whatever they want? Do you think you are seeing that sign, that light at the end of the tunnel with these two men on the saddle as DG and chairman of the NSC?
My biggest optimism is built on hope. Just the fact that they've been in sports since both men.
They're professionals, let's put it like that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So, the reason you say that some people say, is it that you don't think they're professional? They've done a lot in terms of marketing, events and stuff. But again, if you dig below the surface, many will say you can't see the real effect of those. So, and mind you, this was a political appointment into the sports sector. No sports person had anything to do with it, right? Okay. In terms of them getting appointments.
Yeah, that is good.
Yes. So
people don't write applications.
Because I keep telling people it's just the way the president said, oh, you will be my minister for education, you will be my minister for foreign affairs, you will be my minister for this, and you will be my chairman of the National Sports Commission. So that already opens it up. They are not now they are beholden to us, or supposed to be beholden to us, but more like the way Africa is, beholden to the man who put you in the position. So when we even say they were tasked with doing this or that, we really don't even know what they were tasked with.
Exactly what was that?
If we are being truthful to ourselves, we assume, okay, this is what Nigerian sports should be, and this is what you need to do to get us there. So we expect them to do that and that and that to get us there. Ultimately, it's in the person who's there.
So we don't really know the brief.
To be honest with you, because usually when you look through governance, in many areas of Africa, you find out that the public one being espoused, being talked about by the appointee, is not necessarily what takes him out if he fails. Most of the time, they fail and they are in the job. Or you see the one you think is succeeding and then somehow they kick him out. So you keep wondering, what's the real? Was he brought in to do the opposite of what he is doing?
So there's no link between what the public wants and what is actually being done.
Because when you go on a customer service and say, please, sir, would like this and this done, of course, you will never get a no. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah. But You give it a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Sir, but you said, you understand? Yeah, we're working on it.
All right.
So, and I don't know how you get beyond that.
All right.
Yeah.
You're getting it straight from the chairman of the FCT chapter of the Sports Writers Association. You're still on the weekend sports roundup, where we are focusing right now on issues concerning Nigerian sports. We hear that some persons say they want to protest on the 17th of this month about transparency in sports administration in Nigeria. I don't know.
I don't know why protest is a problem.
No, we must protest. This is our...
Some people are saying they're dissociating themselves. They are being told by some security agencies to stay on going to see, protest is protest. Most of the protests we've had in Nigeria, areas coming, no miscreants, join. So instead of concentrating on the peaceful protesters, guide them and take care of anybody who wants to disrupt the thing, which is what they do in other climes.
All right, that's exactly it from my guest this today, and of course that's Kelechi Omodewe. Stay with us. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I told you earlier, I said it will be my greatest joy to make you Nigerians to cry. So look, you think you're going to take us out on the 13th? Aubameyang said, I was already scoring big goals before Osimhen came up even in the under-17. We'll be telling you more about that after this break. And go away. All right, thanks for staying there and being a part of it, of Weekend Sports Roundup. We're looking at issues concerning Nigerian sports, and I'm being joined by the chairman, FCT chapter of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, who celebrated a 60th anniversary just yesterday here in Abuja. Okay, KC, we understand that the...
FCT's one is 35 this year.
Oh, FCT's one is 35 this year as well.
Huge.
But was FCT alive 35 years ago?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was when the first chairman got in office. It's 35 years this year. Yeah, take it back, actually.
Okay.
FCT was fully functioning.
And let's see how it goes. And of course, we've been told that the Masri El Hassan Stadium in Rabat will be hosting the Super Eagles and the Gabon game on the 13th of this month. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is sending a clear message to Nigeria and say, look, I scored the big goals. I'm top scored for Arsenal, top scored in the French league, top scored in Barcelona, and you are talking about Osimhen, who is my boy. It was the baby when I was scoring big goals. I'm going to make you guys cry. Casey, what do you say to that with this World Cup playoff coming up?
Yeah.
Rabat, Morocco.
There's nothing Aubameyang says I'm going to question. We know him. He's not saying it because, he wants to run Nigeria up. That's what he is. And as he's played for some of the most premium clubs on earth, Borussia Dortmund, what's it called? Arsenal, Olympique Marseille, FC Barcelona, Olympique Marseille. Even he top scored for his club and was one of the top 3 scorers the one season spent in Saudi before Marseille brought him back, and he's still scoring. I don't even want to talk about the national team.
Okay,
all-time top scorer.
Gabon scored 23 points in this qualifier. No, 22 points.
Yes.
Only missed out by 1 point in their group.
In their group.
So I just want to just
the 22 points would have qualified them in 7 of the groups that are going to the World Cup. They actually topped about 5 of the qualifiers on points. 5 of those who topped the other groups. So it tells you, he knows what he's saying. Our biggest hope is that Gabon has never really been heavyweights in African football. They've never really been the smallest minnows either. I remember they kicked us out of the Italian 90. When they beat Nigeria 1-0, I think you understand, when his father was playing. Yeah. Now, he is the one. This is, he represents Gabon's golden generation. So when he talks, I think we should listen. This is Nigeria favorites, no doubt, based on our pedigree, but these are one-off playoffs. Countries always want to go to the World Cup. Countries always. And there's more on our team because he can hurt us. Our goalkeeper suddenly decided for some reason, I don't know what's happened to one, right? Our defense only shows flashes of good defending and organization. But generally, if I weigh them against other defenses that we should weigh them against, we really come far short.
Well, just to add this, Ekong scored an own goal again on Thursday here.
And I said anyone can do that. I actually don't even look at all those things.
The error that led to the equalizer by Zimbabwe.
You have to also look at it. So the Zimbabwe thing that they want to use and kill him. Ernest, the ball was carried from inside the half of Zimbabwe. Ernest. So the reason I say that is I'm not given to a team concedes a goal and I take out one guy as sacrificial lamb. No. People were angry because, just make the tackle. To be honest, the only way he was going to get the tackle that day was considered a penalty. Yeah, I was trying to make the point to someone. It was a penalty.
It could have been a stone
ball. The guy, that guy had skill.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they got through how many players to get to Ekong.
Casey, I was only pointing out that he scored an own goal.
I get that.
And he scored an own goal on Thursday.
It is to this thing, is sauce to blame for. We should have had an able deputy by now. I like the fact that Eric Shell benched him for the game against Benin that he didn't start. Yeah, he didn't start that game, I think.
The second game again.
So, Ernest, our team is disjointed. We are top heavy. You understand? It's attack. Even the midfield. This guy's a workman-like midfielder. Alex Iwobi. I'm questioning a lot of things about our team.
I'm talking about Chell.
Dennis, I'm not questioning Chell because the last time you brought me on the show, I told you that Nigerians are very unfair to the guy. If Chell has started the qualifiers, Dennis will be at the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the team.
Exactly.
I just wanted to get that out of the way.
What Aubameyang is saying, he didn't denigrate Nigeria. He's just telling them, I don't know who asked him, but everything he said, whether we think he's gloating, he's done.
Okay.
This guy has been top scorer almost every season in every club he's been to. Same for the national team. He's by far and away their best player ever. They thought his dad was Pierre Aubameyang. That his dad was a legend. I mean, he raised everything. I mean, his dad played for AC Milan. That tells you, the quality of his dad. He raised everything. He can hurt us. That's what I'm saying.
We're going to cry on the 13th of this month.
It's in the team to make us not cry. Because the thing is, I've had issues with it even as a qualified. We were extremely lucky. I made the point to everyone who cared. When I heard about the FIFA ruling, I said no, FIFA.
Was that FIFA? It was CAF that did that ruling.
Okay, well,
yes.
FIFA had to ratify the CAF.
FIFA ratified.
Yes, so you understand. So I've not seen where. So because I was asking one guy, I said, so Nigerians who were crying that we couldn't even beat ordinary Zimbabwe, so they're happy now that we played poorly in those two games. Yeah, because those qualified. So we benefited for not being good enough. That was what I told someone. I said it was an unfair rule. Yes.
Absolutely
if it was us that was in Burkina's position, we will shout for the next 10 years. So I said, when he favors us, let's accept he favors us. That was a very unfair thing. Absolutely. But I love the fact that he favored Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. Yes. That was, it's a nonsense ruling.
Casey,
I've never seen where that happens.
I don't like benefiting from
you understand?
From somebody for
exactly.
For somebody else.
So someone knocks in 6 goals, takes 6 points, and then we couldn't even be the worst team in our group, and then we benefit from that banner. I would never agree with that, but I'm happy that Nigeria has a chance to go to the World Cup.
What do you think?
That tells me that the team is heavily deficient, and we've known for a while. Okay. We somehow found something in the AFCON last year that got us to the final.
We have Gabon.
With the midfield, we will never be able to do big things. We could get past Gabon. We could manage to get past either of Cameroon or Congo, who, by the way, released a very deadly squad. I saw yesterday. That squad is a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's a problem.
For the Cameroonians first.
For the Cameroonians first.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
In any case, who qualifies from there will give Nigeria a lot of problems if we do get past the Gabonese.
Okay. If we get past the African qualifiers, we're going to say something about...
I'm actually more afraid of the African qualifiers than what's waiting for us the other way. Okay. There are no European teams coming. Okay. And then the two Asians are UAE.
Okay.
And what's their name now? What's the second one? Iraq.
Iraq.
Right? Not that they are pushovers, with all due respect, but Nigeria can't be scared of either. What's their name? New Caledonia. I mean, we should run up 7 goals against them. So it's just Bolivia.
Okay.
Now, the other two are either Honduras or Costa Rica or Jamaica or Trinidad or Curacao. And then so I do not think that any of these teams, including the Bolivia, we should be afraid of. I'm more afraid of Gabon, Congo, and Cameroon. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
they are all within our strength.
So you believe
as bad as our team is.
Get out of Africa,
yes,
we stand a better chance.
Absolutely. So that's what I think. Okay. And there are 2 slots there. Okay. So we don't have to play everyone.
Okay.
In fact, we play just 2 games. Okay. Again. Yeah. So I'm very optimistic. If we get out of Africa, if we don't make the World Cup, then that's when I'll shout.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Nigerians, we sincerely hope that what the Aubameyang will see, that we don't cry on the 13th with the final coming up.
They've got nothing to lose. We are the heavyweights here. We have everything to lose.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Nobody expects them to beat Nigeria.
Coming up on the 17th, that's on Sunday, after the semi-finals. And of course, Casey, for the first time in 6-7 years, we are in the CAF Champions League group stages with the draws coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
And Finidi George has done it.
Yes.
So Rivers United will be in the draws. What do you make of that?
The State Sports Commissioner was very happy. He doled out $5,000. So somebody calls, I say, man, these guys, I said, no, that's nonsense. And it's without kicking a ball, just qualifying. That's one great thing Mosepe has done. There's so much money. They're already guaranteed, they're already guaranteed nearly 1 billion naira. They've not kicked them. Just qualifying for the group stage. I have always said it. Qualifying for the later stages of African club competitions is a financial plan. I tallied how much Al Ahly have made from going to the Club World Cup over the years. This is more than 100 billion naira.
And that means they keep staying at the top.
They don't even need, look, they don't even need to fill their stadiums. Monies from competitions will run early. Just from 1 year, you will run early. Okay, maybe because they pay so much, like Sundowns and Wydad and Raja and Esperance and all that. Maybe Mazembe and, and now the Tanzanians, Yanga and Simba. The monies you get from here, Ernest, is going to, how much was the budget of an MPFL team for a year? And for all competitions, about 500, 600 million for the big boys. For the big boys, Ernest. For the big boys.
I don't think that outlay is as generous as that.
Now, no, it is. It is. Okay. That's why it's for the big boys. Okay. You understand? The other teams are, they manage their, they're a bit tighter. So, if just qualifying gets you that close to $1 billion naira, imagine if they make the quarterfinals. Boy. Imagine if they reach the semifinals. Imagine if they win. Now, to win it, is about £7 million. I mean dollars. Just think what that would do for Rivers. So I was telling the guy, I said, listen, that 5,000 is nothing. Because already, with what's coming in, and Mosepe makes sure, as soon as you get to that stage, you pay your money, not before you win something 3 years later before they pay you. Now you get it in the quickest possible time. So I say he can afford to give that team $20,000, for qualifying.
Without sweat.
So, on the other hand, I heard some people say, oh, that's a good deal. I said, no. Clubs, the way clubs are run, the league body cannot exactly take praise for when a club achieves.
The league body at the NPFL?
Yeah, because there was a lot of talk that is signed at the NPFL. I said, no, please. No. Club football, the way it's run, it's about a club. You understand? They did it. And they also have been in the Confederations Cup a couple of times. The group stages, they made it.
Casey, Kwara United, Abia Warriors.
Yeah. Remo Stars was beating the way teams from Mauritius and what's it called? Sao Tome. 7-1, Ernest. They didn't compete in either.
I don't know.
Sundowns rolled into Abeokuta, Ernest, like, we're going to kill you. And you can't be saying that to the Nigerian champions, Ernest. We're going to slaughter you. And they did.
Casey, so I mean, we keep our fingers
Great.
crossed.
I wish they could keep.
Rivers
Ernest,
United
I wish they could keep going because the money keeps increasing.
if
Yes,
you go.
and also the way River State has handled the club. They've kept them in and around titles, and around CAF competitions.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He's not surprised that they keep being the ones with this. And they also saved our slots because every year, because of how poor we've been, every year it's Zambia, Mali. Now, Joliba and Stade Malien have sealed that place. Yes. Yanga and Simba. In fact, they are not even close to. Tanzania is now up in the top 10. So that number 12 position is where we've been for years, Ernest. So we need to improve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on playing.
Can't smash our champion 7-1. That's embarrassing, Ernest.
I was having arguments with David and all of that. I know you must have read.
That's embarrassing.
We were writing that it was really, really so embarrassing. I don't know, but Remo Stars, better luck next time. But for now, we'll keep our fingers crossed for Rivers United. I don't like doing this, talking of football outside of Nigeria. Something just came up. I know you support Liverpool.
Join us on People's Voice, where we amplify the voice of those that matters the most. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts with me. I am Xavier Udo. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 4 p.m. to 5. Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns. Thank you.
From the views on the streets,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People Television, where your health has a voice.
My name is Tao Familoli, and here's to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
My name is Made Kuti, and you're watching VOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
Inikwe of Igala land. She's such an intriguing historical figure. Inikwe was a princess and a priestess from the Igala kingdom, which is currently located in the present-day Nigeria. Her story is one of sacrifice and loyalty. Legend has it that during the 16th century, the Igala kingdom was under threat from the neighboring kingdom of Jukun. Inikpi, in an act of immense bravery, volunteered to be sacrificed to the gods in order to save her people from impending invasion. Inikpi's sacrifice was seen as a selfless act of devotion and love for her kingdom. Her story has been passed down through generations, and she's celebrated as a symbol of courage and sacrifice in Igala culture. To this day, Inikpi's story continues to inspire many, highlighting the strength and resilience of African women in history. Her legacy serves as a reminder of the power of selflessness and the lengths people are willing to go to protect their communities.
Good afternoon and welcome to Reporters File on Voice of the People Television, where we bring you real stories from the field, told by the people who live them. I am Nnenna Ndomdioto. We begin this week with national security matters. Mixed reactions have continued to trail reports that recently retired Nigerian service chiefs and are set to enjoy substantial post-service benefits, including bulletproof vehicles, domestic aid, and lifetime health care, following new provisions in the Armed Forces regulations. This is as President Bola Tinubu approved a major shake-up in the nation's military leadership last week. Nigerians are also sharing their views on the new task for the nation's new military leader appointed by the president. VOP TV's correspondent Matthew Oguswada has more in this report.
President Bola Tinubu last week approved a sweeping reorganization of the Nigerian Armed Forces, announcing the disengagement of top military chiefs, including General Christopher Musa, who served as Chief of Defense Staff, Air Marshal Azan Abubakar, former Chief of Air Staff, and Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ugala, former Chief of Naval Staff. In their place, the president appointed new service chief to lead the nation's military commands. General Olufemi Oluyede now assumes role as the Chief of Defense Staff. Major General Waidi Shuaibu becomes Chief of Army Staff. Air Vice Marshal Sunday Kelvin Aneke is the new Chief of Air Staff, while Rear Admiral Idi Abbas takes charge as Chief of Naval Staff. The Chief of Defense Intelligence, Major General Emmanuel Undiendeye, retains his position. Under revised Armed Forces regulations, the outgoing service chiefs will enjoy a range of post-service entitlements, including bulletproof, official vehicles, domestic aids, and lifetime healthcare coverage. According to the President's Special Advisor on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dari, the shake-up is designed to strengthen Nigeria's national security architecture and ensure a more effective response to the country's evolving security challenges. As Voice of the People Television, we are on the street to get the opinion of Nigerians towards this new military shake-up.
Now we have a new security officer, and we are praying that things will get better. But when a new person comes in, he will try to do good. He try to do better. We're expecting the new service chief to do good for Nigeria in terms of securing life and properties. And that's the most important thing for human life. When life is secure and their properties are secure, people will be happy. That's not necessary. Giving him a bodyguard and the limousine and other things, because making things to be more expensive to Nigerians, I don't think is necessary.
Without them, we cannot get enough security, because they are the ones that are armed and then be able to take care of us.
I believe maybe in terms of security issue, maybe it can be better a little bit, because I believe when a new government, like a new personnel, take over his particular position, if you like to make a record that may be different from what is been happening before, and all this when some that retire, this and they gave them personnel, this ammo, this and that. I don't believe that one is necessary. This is not the solution to the problems on ground.
Everybody knows how the security in the country has been for a very long time now. The security has not really been good like that, but I believe by the way of changing this the security chief, I believe there's going to be improvement. I believe there's going to be improvement because I believe the new security chief is going to have his own strategies, his own security strategies that he's going to use or something like that. So I believe things going to get better. I just believe that this is a welcome development because I see it as a kind of reward for the good job they have done or something like that. Yeah.
With the task ahead for the new service chief, many Nigerians are calling for long-lasting efforts to combat insecurity among different parts of the country. We will continue to monitor this development closely, providing you with further updates. Reporting from Lagos, I'm Matthew Ogunswada for Voice of the People Television.
Still talking security, reactions have continued to trail reports that terrorists threatened to bomb the National Assembly, with residents of Edo State expressing deep concern over the growing insecurity in the country. VOP TV's correspondent, Rhoda Journey, has more details.
The National Assembly have sparked widespread concern among residents of Edo State, as many express fears over the rising wave of insecurity across the country. In Benin City and other parts of the state, the revelation by the House Committee Chairman was a major topic of discussion, with citizens describing it as alarming and unsettling. They said the development underscores the urgent need for tighter security around key government institutions. During an interaction with residents, VOP TV correspondent gathered reactions indicating that many people are anxious about the possibility of such an attack. The respondents urged relevant authorities to act swiftly to avert any security breach and restore public confidence.
The government should do more concerning the issue of terrorism in Nigeria, so that the issue is getting too much now. People are dying, and insecurity everywhere. So the government should try to make sure that there's more security in the name of for the people, so that the people will not lose confidence in the government. I think that's why they are trying to bomb the National Assembly, because they believe that's the seat of government, and that the government is not doing enough in the area of security. So they should do more. Though they are trying their best, but their best is not good enough.
Of bombing National Assembly has been made by the Boko Haram terrorist group. In the first instance, the idea of Boko Haram came up as a result of complete failure of Nigerian government, from the state to federal, local government, who are even, to me, are even Boko Haram worse than Boko Haram themselves. The resources that will be used to develop human capacity now belongs to few individuals. Being a member of National Assembly, now become the ruling class, who divert our collective fund for their own personal interest.
The problem in Nigeria is our politicians. Okay, they have armed men following them wherever they go. So they felt unconcerned, but now they know that these people really exist. And it is a challenge to them to take the security of this nation very, very important.
The incident has once again drawn national attention to the state of the country's internal security and the importance of improved intelligence coordination to forestall potential terrorist activities.
Away from security matters, Edo State Governor Mande Okpeolo has restated his administration's commitment to practical governance and economic diversification through large-scale agriculture. The governor spoke while inspecting the Udomi farm in Edo Central District after assessing the level of work on the Benin flyover project at Ramat Park. Correspondent Rhoda Journey tells us more in this report.
Edo State Governor Senator Mande Okpeolo has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to practical and result-oriented governance, emphasizing efforts to diversify the state economy through large-scale agriculture. He stated this during an inspection tour of the state-owned farm located in Udomi, Edo Central Senatorial District. During the visit, the governor described the Udomi farm as a demonstration of his administration's resolve to translate policies into tangible outcomes that directly benefit citizens. He also commended the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security for the progress recorded so far and restated his administration's focus on food security, job creation, and economic diversification. The governor said his administration remains committed to empowering local farmers and promoting industrial growth across Edo State through sustainable agricultural initiatives.
And a practical governance. That is what you are saying. We don't just talk. We do it for you to see. This is the farm.
Earlier, the Director of Agricultural Services, Ogumbo Osarubo David, who conducted the team round the farm, disclosed that maize cultivated on the 400-hectare site had reached the harvest stage, yielding between 6 and 7 tons per hectare.
The maize is ready for harvest because we are going for dry maize. So we're already looking at about 18% already now, moisture content, and so we can start harvesting. At least we can add dry from our shelves, or using our dryers, take it to 15, and then the off-taker can come. Here we are looking at about per hectare, between say 6 to 7 tons per hectare now. That's what we are looking at. Yeah, we are looking at a total of 400 hectares. And, yeah. We have a maize factory, a flour mill that needs more than what's, even if we take 1,000 hectares to them, they will pick. You understand? The prime flour mills at Ewu is ready to be the off-taker. They are ready.
Before proceeding to the farm, the governor inspected ongoing construction work at the Benin flyover, Rama Park, Benin City, to assess the level of progress on the project. In Benin, Oda Johnny, VOP TV News.
Still in Edo State, the Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has pledged to rebrand its communication strategy and strengthen collaboration with the media to promote transparency, accountability, and credible information dissemination in the state. VOP TV's correspondent, Rhoda Journey, tells us more.
He has pledged to rebrand its public communication strategy and strengthen partnership with the media to promote transparency and credible information. The party made the pledge during an inaugural media briefing held at its secretariat in Benin City on Tuesday, October 28, 2025. Addressing journalists, the PDP leadership said the party would reposition itself as a people-centered political platform and restore public confidence through consistent and issue-based communication. The PDP also announced plans to hold regular press briefings, media parleys, and digital outreach programs to ensure closer collaboration with journalists across Edo State. The party reaffirmed its commitment to deepening democratic values and building public trust ahead of future elections.
Now, from the secretary of the PDP, I said, look, we are ready for the task ahead, but we want to join the government to make Edo truly better. If we see reasons to, we will advise them. If we see reasons to criticize them, we will also criticize them. But we will not criticize for the sake of criticizing. We will not. We will criticize constructively. We will not insult them. The only way we will meet them aura for aura is when they consistently attack and insult us. When they resort to propaganda, we will bring them and show them that this is propaganda. And this is a lie. It cannot be allowed to stand. We will tell the people the truth, and they will be able to look at both parties and say this is the one that is saying the truth, and this is the one that is lying.
In our party, we are not interested in who the head is. We are interested in the collective responsibility of the government. And that is what we have done. When we were in government, we talked of the opposition as a whole. When we were in opposition before 2020, we talked of the government as a whole. We have never singled out individuals for attack or for vindication. No, because we believe government as a whole is responsible for the day-to-day run of the government, and decisions which, no matter who reaches that decision, everybody in government should take responsibility for that decision. As opposition, we are doing exactly the same thing.
And my successor is even doing more.
In Benin, VOP TV News.
Concerns are growing in Benin City over reports that Nigerian states are taking on more debt despite improved revenue earnings. Residents who spoke on the development fear the rise in borrowings could worsen economic challenges and limit development at a grassroots. Correspondent Rhoda Journey tells us more.
Now, several Nigerian states continue to accumulate debts despite increased earnings have triggered concern among residents of Benin City. Many described the situation as worrisome, noting that growing indebtedness at subnational levels raises questions about fiscal discipline and effective management of public resources. Residents observed that while government revenues have risen due to improved allocations and internally generated income, most states still rely heavily on borrowing to fund recurrent and capital expenditures.
Now, since Tinubu assumed power as president of this country, the state has been getting more money. They have been getting more money. So the governor will hide under the breath of the president, loot the state, and nobody's asking questions. Until we begin to ask our governor what they are doing with our money. They are having enough now, the money is there. You understand? No state is going out to say they want to go and borrow money. No state is borrowing money now. No state you say I'm going there to go and borrow. No state, 36 states, no one is borrowing because they have enough.
Man propose, God disposes. And most of the government ruling us, and after 8 years or 4 years they do, even where they came from, where they immigrated from, no road there, no electricity. Is it good? What are we use on them? Because we need to take things into consideration within ourselves. We should not behave sombly to our people. People that voted you in is for you as they voted you in. It's a protocol attached to you that will motivate you to discharge your duty to the best of your own ability.
When you borrow money, you don't use the money well. You cause a big chaos to the state.
They called on relevant authorities to ensure transparency and accountability in the management of public finances and to channel available resources into projects that will directly improve citizens' welfare. In Benin, Rhoda Johnny, VOP TV News.
You're still watching Reporters File on VOP TV. We'll take a quick break now and return with other interesting stories. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back. It's still the Reporters File on VOP TV. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it will be mobilizing drivers and helmsmen with 50% agreed fees before the November 8 Anambra governorship elections. This is to ensure hitch-free transportation and conduct of the polls. The INEC National Commissioner supervising Anambra State and Chairman of Tenders Board Committee, Dr. Kenneth Ukeago, disclosed this at an interaction with journalists in Oka. Correspondent Ndo Okbaleze tells us more.
After his team monitored the mock accreditation exercise and other logistics arrangements, expressed satisfaction with the level of preparedness demonstrated by INEC officials and commended the positive feedback from the voters. Ukago explained that helmsmen would be transporting sensitive materials, ad hoc staff and security men through boats at riverine areas, while drivers will be utilized at other places. According to him, the commission had met with relevant stakeholders and settled on how to pay them the remaining 50% fees at the end of the exercise, even as they assured their readiness to participate actively.
We are almost 99% reading. When I say almost 99% reading, what is left is for us to move to the polling units. The 1% to me is to move our officials and materials to the polling units. We have all the non-sensitive materials available. We have backed them. If you go to our local government offices, just go and make your inquiry. You will find that we have everything we need with regard to non-sensitive materials.
According to the INEC National Commissioner, 24 staff are already trained and security agents with transporters will be at respective polling units as at 7 a.m. before arrival of voters. He said the Anambra State has 5,720 polling units, but are expecting election results from 5,718, as there will be no election or results from 2 polling units because no registered voters were allocated to them.
This thing about election is a collective thing. It's not just about INEC. We have a role to play. And you as citizens, you have your own role to play. And that is our role is to make the environment conducive, provide all the resources that we need to provide for the citizens to be able to express themselves. And one of it is to collect the PVC. And on that day, you will go to your polling unit where you register to cast your votes. And those are things that we have set out to do. We have already started with the printing of the PVC distribution that is ongoing, and we are equally ready to provide the environment, the conducive environment for the citizens of Anambra State to vote on 8th November.
The spokesman of the high power delegation assured of greater improvement in the Anambra governorship election on November 8, 2025. Ndo Okbaleze, VOP TV News.
Still in Anambra, the recent National Assembly approval for creation of additional states in the southeast has been greeted with divergent opinions, with some for and others against the idea. Correspondent Sochima Promise went through the streets of Awka, Anambra State, and came back with this report.
Has been of concern to Southeasterners. Both the leaders and the led point to it as one of the evidences of marginalization of the geopolitical zone, even as others have see states at par. It is therefore surprising to get a good number of respondents saying state creation at this point in time is misplaced and political gimmick.
I can never welcome it because it's never a nice choice. We are having many problems we are facing in this country. Why creating another state from the already existing states? To me, it's politics to them. I can't imagine the people who casted our votes so creating a new state, talking about creating a new state where we are having insecurity problems, hunger in the country, and what is left for them is creating of another state. The time to make that complete is not now. Fix the country first, then when the country is in good form and the economy is stable, they can talk about making it equal with the other geopolitical zones. So that's just my own suggestion. But for now, I don't buy the idea.
My reaction will be different from what most people would hold. My reaction is that it's unnecessary. Creation of state is not necessary for now. Nigeria is grappling with a terrible economic downturn. That additional administrative cost of hosting such states is not there. Most of the states already created are not viable. They cannot internally fund themselves. They are not creating wealth in the centers where these states are created. So whether for equity or for balance, politics or anything, the creation of the state, proposed creation of states nationwide is unnecessary distraction.
However, most others feel fulfilled already, even with mere mention of getting a sixth state for the geopolitical zone.
It's long overdue to have an additional state for the Southeast. Because if you look at every geopolitical, we have 6 geopolitical zones in the country, and each of the geopolitical zone has 6 states, except for Southeast that has only 5 states. And it tells a lot politically, because it's more like the Southeast is being marginalized by having just 5 states.
My view is that it's a very good one. It's for equity, not at all political purposes. It's for equity. If you watch other geopolitical zones, they have 6 states, whereas the Southeast have 5. But if they create an additional one, you'd make it 6. Then it's for equity.
Nigerians are watching to see how this policy trust would become realized this time around. Sochima Promise, Voice of the People Television.
Speakers at the event commemorating the International Day of the Girl Child in Awka, Anambra State, have told young girls to be bold and courageous in the struggle to overcome the social, cultural, and economic inhibitions imposed on the female gender by our patriarchal society. The resource persons enumerated against made over the years, however, admit that the road to equating both male and female genders is long and winding. Correspondent Ndo Okwaleze has an update on the occasion.
The International Day of Girl Child, according to the United Nations General Assembly Resolution 66/170, is marked every year on October 11. However, the Anambra State branch of the National Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, decided to commemorate the day on 29 October 2025. The day is set aside to recognize girls' rights and the unique challenges girls face around the world. The chairperson on the occasion, Professor Stella Okonna, told the participating girls from 11 secondary schools to brace for the struggle by refusing intimidation of any sort.
And that is for you to believe in yourself, for you to excel as a woman, to do well, self-esteem, self-confidence, believe in yourself.
The chairman of Post-Primary School Services Commission in Anambra State, Professor Nkechi Kedugu, in her keynote address, charged the girl children gathered on the occasion to be studious and graduate even while adding 1 or 2 skills to their primary career. Professor Kedugu said any woman gets recognized in the male-dominated society with her educational attainment, adding that she could only occupy leadership position when she is outstanding in her career or other endeavors.
No child should go to husband's place without getting a degree or NC minimum, so that the child will be empowered. Marriage is not a small thing; it's a serious affair. It's not for kids; it's for mature people. So we're not outside people who marry at a very tender age. Our children or NC, not secondary education, before they can go into marriage.
Anambra State Commissioner for Special Duties, Beverly Nkemdichi Ikpeazu, argued that no girl could develop fully in isolation. She said social empowerment ensures that the girl child participates actively in community life and decision-making processes.
That is what the society wants us to believe as girls, as ladies, that if you do well, you're... No, you're not. You're the best of the best. You are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. When you stand, I want you to stand tall.
A United States-based nurse, Mrs. Nchedomba Amalochukwu, the Anambra State chairperson of NAWOJ, Tochukwu Ifejika, among other speakers, admonished young girls to bring out the best in them at all times.
NAWOJ, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, the girl child and the theme of this year of the celebration aligns with our mission and our vision to advocate for the leadership roles and resilience quality of the woman And today, and now what we decided to celebrate the girl child.
For a corresponding recognition and acceptance by her immediate and remote environments. Students from some of the participating schools presented drama illustrating the essence of encouraging the girl child to fully realize her potentials. Mdu Obaleze, VOP TV News.
Let's now move to Lagos. It was celebration and generosity at the 25th National Women's Conference of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, Council, as Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma donated 200 million naira to support the group's programs. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his wife, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, joined women from across sectors to mark 25 years of leadership, legacy, and empowerment. Reporter Onyeka Ogolo has the story.
It's the Silver Jubilee of Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials Council, and the women from all sectors, policymakers, professionals, and leaders of thought are gathered to celebrate the 25th years of resilience, legacy, leadership, and vision. Originally funded to advance women's empowerment and family values, Council has grown into a formidable platform driven by change through community projects, health outreach, and educational support. Nigeria First Lady Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu also paid tribute to the group's founder, the late Mrs. Olufunmilayo Mobolaji Johnson.
We cannot celebrate 25 years of Council without honoring our past. We celebrate the legacy and vision of the founder of Council, our mother, late Mrs. Olufunmilayo Mobolaji Johnson, wife of the first military governor of Lagos State, who gave us the wings to fly. As you all celebrate this milestone, may your passion be renewed for greater service to our beloved state in the years to come.
In her welcome address, the wife of Lagos State Governor and chairperson of Council, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, reflected on the vision of her predecessors and the stride they made in healthcare, education, and youth empowerment.
Women, when we take action, our families, organizations, states, and nations will see the return for this investment. Let's restore the value algorithm, prioritize service. As women, we soon realize that after we have given birth to children who have given birth, there is more.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commented on the resilience of Lagos women and reaffirmed their pivotal role in shaping the state's future.
You are women, you are daughters, you are mothers. You need to lead with courage. You need to lead with conviction. You need to lead with purpose. You need to be self-starters on your own. And you need to take the baton right in front. And I believe you can do it.
He also announced the generous donation of 200 million naira to Council by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma in support of its program and initiative.
Don't be jealous of married people. They are not superior to you. So stop feeling bad. Flaunt your singleness. Flaunt your widowhood. Flaunt your divorce. And I said it with my bold chest. Because we live in a world where women in particular are meant to be pressured into wrong relationships. Just because you are not married. And mothers, stop putting pressure on your children. Not married, not married, not married. Until they become the seventh wife in somebody's house and then they are domestically violated. Be who God created you to be.
From a modest initiative of 25 years ago to a powerful force of social transformation, Council's journey stands as a shining example of what women can achieve when vision meets service and compassion fuels leadership. I am Onyeka Ogolo, reporting for VOP TV.
Still in Lagos, the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed the administration's commitment to inclusive governance and social welfare. The governor, represented by his deputy, Dr. Abafemi Hamzat, disbursed 460 million naira to over 1,000 beneficiaries under the Eco Cares and Eco Listens financial assistance programs. Our correspondent, Onyeka Ogolo, has more in this report.
At the Blue Roof Arena in Ikeja, hundreds gathered as Lagos State government once again extended a helping hand to vulnerable residents across the state. The event had the Eco Listens financial assistance program, saw checks presented to more than 1,000 beneficiaries, carefully selected from all 20 local government areas and 37 LCDAs.
Through initiatives like this, we strengthen the social contract between the government and citizens to show that the Sanwo-Olu administration cares about our people, irrespective of class, irrespective of religion, irrespective of ethnicity. Today, we are disbursing 460 million naira, and this is not the first time this year, nor will it be the last. So as we move toward the end of this year, more beneficiaries will be receiving their checks also. So as we keep extending our support to those who need it the most. So far, historically, Eco Cares has made a real difference in the life of over 8,100 individuals, while Eco Listens has lent a helping hand to more than 8,690 beneficiaries. Last year, 2024, we distributed 1.1 billion to 2,477 residents throughout the states. So for this year, we have set aside 1.6 billion to assist additional 2,850 beneficiaries.
Since inception in 2020, the initiative has touched the lives of more than 16,000 residents, providing financial aid and economic relief to those in need. Special Advisor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Dr. Afolabi Abiodun Tajuddin, said the program reflects on inclusive governance, ideals of Sanwo-Olu administration.
The beneficiaries of today's financial assistance were meticulously selected from a pool of approximately 5,000 applicants received this year, spanning all 20 local government areas and 37 LCDAs area of the state. Notably, women constitute about 46% of the selected recipients. This ongoing initiative continues to open avenues for economic inclusion and stability, reaffirming the government's unwavering commitment to poverty reduction and the creation of opportunities for every Lagos resident to thrive, even in the face of prevailing economic challenges.
Some beneficiaries could not hide their joy, describing the support as timely and life-changing.
Through the office of the legislative and civic engagements, actually, I plan to use the money to boost my farming business, and with great ecstasy, I would like to appreciate or express my gratitude to the Lagos State government for this kind gesture they are doing for us.
With the latest disbursement, the Lagos State government says it is reaffirming its commitment to equity, compassion, and opportunity for all. I am Onyeka Ogolo, reporting for VOP TV.
And to wrap up today's Reporters File, let's tell you that Boko Mart is facing public backlash after a recent advert featuring influencer Defola sparked outrage over alleged ethnic prejudice. The supermarket chain has apologized and removed the video, but not before joint condemnation from regulators and Nigerians online. VOP TV's Matthew Guswada has more in this report.
Retail chain is facing intense backlash after a recent advertisement featuring influencer Defola was accused of promoting ethnic prejudice. The controversial video, now deleted, showed the influencer saying she could buy beans and Gari Ijebu at Bukumat without any Omoibo cheating her, a remark many Nigerians described as offensive and discriminatory. In response to the outrage, The Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, condemned the unapproved and insensitive advert, saying it violated ethical advertising standards. Meanwhile, Bokumat has issued a public apology and taken down the video across all platforms. Speaking on the issue, legal practitioner Bolaji Oluwatosin noted that advertisement must reflect national unity and respect cultural diversity.
Such advertisements should not have a touch of negative stereotype, especially as touching on tribe, as touching on religiosity of people, and as touching on their culture. And so saying that the Igbo, it's in a way trying to say that the Igbo people are dishonest, which is wrong.
Nigerians have continued to react, with many insisting that tribal stereotypes have no place in modern society and urging brands to be more responsible in their messaging.
I believe the person should be cautioned because such statement causes disintegration within ourselves as Nigerians. I believe before anybody became whatever tribe they became, they were first Nigerians before they became either Igbo, the Yorubas, or the Hausas. So we should promote our culture and stop anything that will cause tribalism or favoritism amongst each other.
Owner of the company should caution the lady. Even if she wants to showcase herself or bring a new brand, it's not good for her to use a particular race. After that, Gary Jabu, it's not Igbo. Those bread that are produced is not Igbo. Even the beans, Yorubas are selling it. Other tribes are selling it. What do you call it? Togo people, Ego. They are selling it. Not what must you call Igbo?
Even among the youths of this nation, to do away with ethnicity, tribalism, which has torn us apart. And unless the government of the day takes it upon themselves to do empowerment, and National Orientation Agency need to swing into action to reorient the indigenes, especially that of the Lagosians.
With public outrage mounting and regulators stepping in, Bokumat's controversy serves as a reminder of the power and responsibility of digital advertising in shaping social perception. For now, Nigerians are calling for unity and accountability in the media space. Matthew Ogunswada, reporting for Voice of the People Television.
And that's how we wrap up this week's edition of Reporters File on Voice of the People Television. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Voice of the People TV, and follow us on all social platforms at VOP TV Live. If you see news happening near you, send us your videos, pictures, or reports on WhatsApp via 0814-606-4057 or email us at news@vop.ng. I am Nnenna Ndomdioto. Thank you for watching and see you next week.
Hey guys, what's up? How you all doing? They call me Aviation Nelson One, your number one celebrity host, and you are watching Voice of the People Television, VOP. Stay tuned.
Uyi Osarate is my name. I am a friend of the microphone, Voice of the People TV. That name is unique, and the brand is very sweet. I like the packaging. Picture qualities, camera qualities, and then of course, the quality of human beings that I see sometimes on your channel. I talk and get paid, and I look forward to being in your studios.
Oh yes, you are on to Voice of the People TV, live here in Benin City, the cradle of Black civilization. What are you waiting for? Tune in, bro.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
Hey everyone, this is Desmond Elliott hanging out at Go Get Face of Africa. I'm saying, keep watching, don't change the dial. This is VOP TV. Fatima.
Welcome to Kitty's Corner. Every weekend is a new journey. Join Auntie Oni as she embarks on thrilling adventures. Each episode takes the young explorers to a different fantastical world filled with exciting challenges, making new friends and learning valuable life lessons. The show begins with lots of excitement in a cozy storytelling mood. Fairies teach the importance of kindness, honesty, bravery, teamwork, or curiosity. Kitty's Corner is a delightful blend of fun, education, and imagination with catchy songs, interactive games, and heartwarming stories. Join Auntie Oni every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Voice of the People Television. Kitty's Corner, perfect destination for curious minds.
Are you ready to lift him high? All around the world, it's time. Let the praise wave ride. It's Praise Wave Live. Oh yeah, the rhythm of grace we testify. Let's go. He turned our mourning into dancing, our silence into shouting. It's Praise Wave Live. Let the glory rise. We're riding the wave. Every moment, every tribe. Praise wave, lift him up. Praise wave, don't stop now. Praise wave, all day, all night. Once we're live, let the world ignite.
My name is Mary Ezekiel. I'm the firstborn of my family, the only girl in the family of just two twins, so a girl and a boy. I'm the only girl. Okay, so I'm making a souvenir bag, and my whole measurement is 25 by 11, which is length is 25, and then the breadth is 11. At first, I've already sewn my cloth zip together on both sides, at both mouths. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to apply my belts. And I look at it, I cut these two. Now, this belt is length 3 to measure where to place my handle, stitch it. When I get here, I'll pause. Then continue sewing. What I'm trying to do is now, I'm trying to sew the two parts of the bag as placement of the hand. Now I'm running to close the belt. Now I'll stitch. I've done closing the first handle of bag. Now I do the same thing I do here, is the same thing I'm going to do in the other part. I have to cut it, then start the same thing too, also in this place. I'll use my belt to measure 2. To make sure it's 2. So if it's not 2, it's going to be one side will be longer than one and the other. Stitch it. Like I said earlier, make sure you don't run the machine too fast so you know where to place the hand of the bag. This is 3 already. So this is the other hand of bag. Then I put it, close it. What I do is I run it, stitch it. Stitching it enables it to be very strong. If not, there are people that if you just buy a new fancy bag, by the time they put their load inside, before you know it, the hand will just start cutting. So me stitching it is making it not cut on time. So I'm trying to get the other parts, which is 3. I said from here to here is 3. Then from here to here is 2. Stitch it. I'm closing it now. stitch. Now I'm done with the placement of the back of the hand. So I am going to cut it right now. Now this is how it is. I'm done with the handle. The next step now is to put the sides. And I'll be done with my souvenir bag. Now, to put the side, what do? I join the two knots together. There's something we call nudging in bag. Nudging means to get the middle of the bag. Instead of you using tape to measure, you nudge it. Nudging, you get the middle, to get the center of the bag. Now I'm nudging the both sides. So now this is the side. Let me measure it. 9.5 by 4. So the length is 9.5 and the breadth is 4. Now what do? I close my side to make it monitor. This is it. I'm going to close my side. If I don't close the side, these parts will be coming out. To be losing. All these hairs will be showing. So to avoid the hairs from showing and to make it look monitor, like a foreign bag, I close it and I'm stitching it. Stitching means to tie the mouth, from losing and from the ropes coming out. I've sewed the first one and let me do the second one. I'm done sewing the side. Now the next step for me to do now is for me to nudge it. Like I said earlier, nudging means to get the middle parts of the bag. I'm going to nudge it. Use my scissors to get the middle. Now after doing it, I'll place the origin nudge parts on top of the other main leather. Then I move it back so I can now close it. After closing, I now place it on the machine. Then I'll run it down. Now I've gotten to the end. I'll turn it. Continue sewing till I finish the mouth of it. This is the mouth, and I'm going to stitch it to avoid it losing. Like I said earlier, you stitch materials to avoid it lose and get rough on time. People will buy bag and in less than 2 months, the bag will start losing. That's because they didn't stitch it. They didn't stitch the beginning and then the end. I'll turn it again. Look at it, I've turned the other side. Now I'm done with the first side. You can look at it. I'm done with the first side. What I'm going to do now is to put the second side, and my souvenir will be ready. My souvenir will be ready. Now this is it. I stop at and make sure you don't run very fast. You concentrate on what you are doing, so you won't end up running the machine after sewing it, you start losing it again. Now this is it. This is the cloth zip here. They call it zip cloth. So I'm supposed to sew it like this. But if I sew it like this, the teeth of the cloth, the zip will be showing. So what do? I put the zip inside the material, then I close it to make my work more neater. I stitch it. Why am I using scissors to cut all the threads? To make my work very neat. Make sure as you're sewing, if there's any thread, you cut it off to make it very, very neat. I've seen other people's work that whereby after sewing, you look at it that the thread there is making the work very rough, and to make it look like they've sewn the bag for years. But when you start counting and calculating, you notice that they've already sewed the bag. They just finished sewing the bag. Now I've closed the other one to sew it. Stitch it. Now my souvenir is about to be ready. It's about to be ready. I have to trim this mouth of the belt. Trim it so the belt won't start losing out. Trim the mouth of the belt. Now you can see how neat my work is, very neat. Now what's the last thing now to do? The last thing now for me to do is to put my head zip. After passing the head zip, I close the mouth. But first, I want to make sure the cloth zip are equal. So what do? I follow this cloth zip, then I trim it off. Now this is my zip. This is my zip. Now I'm going to pass the zip inside the zip cloth. Now I've passed the zip inside the zip cloth. Now I'm almost done with the bag. The next thing for me to do now is to close the mouth of the zip cloth. I'm going to close the both sides. This is how I pass my thread inside the needle. Join it out. What I'm going to do is I'll bend this mouth, then I can now pass the zip cloth inside. I'm done passing it, so I'm going to stitch it now. So guys, as you can see, my already made souvenir is ready. See how beautiful and neat the work is. No thread on it, very neat. The handle from the closing of the bag, the beginning and everything makes it look neater. Thank you.
From the views on the street,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people. In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand. The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as they hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
My name is Tao Familoni, and here is to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
Arararara, my name is Made Kuti, and you're watching VOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
Join us on People's Voice, where we amplify the voice of those that matters the most. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts with me. I am Savior Udo. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 4 p.m. to 5. Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns. Thank you.
of the People Television awuchiela o onye nụ ya ka ọrụ ibe ya. Ị chọrọ ịmata akụkọ ndị gbara n'akwụkwọ akụkọ dị iche iche n'ala anyị kwa ụbọchị. Ị chọrọ ịmata ka o si afịatụ na ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị, agụmakwụkwọ, azụmahịa, ime njem, ọbụladị egwuregwu. Mgbasonyere anyị n'oge ndị Igbo na Voice of the People Television. Anyị nwere ndị ọbịa bụ ọkachamara bụkwa ndị ga-enye aka tapịa isiokwu ndị anyị jiri bịa kwa ụbọchị. Anyị ga-eji ka o siri gbaa n'akwụkwọ akụkọ dị iche iche wee malite tupu anyị akọzie n'uju n'ubi onye anyị bịara na nke ya.
Ịgbamụrụ nzem ọzọ kedụkosi aga ya gaziere onye ukwu ma gaziere onye nta.
Mkparịta ụka tọrọ atọ ka anyị ga-ewetara gị bụkwa nke ga-eme ka ịmata ka ihe si aga n'ala anyị bụ Naịjirịa ọbụladị na mba ofesi. Oge ndị Igbo na Voice of the People Television ga na-abịara gị site n'ụbọchị Mọnde ruo Fraịde na SLTV Channel 264. Ekwekwala ka akọrọ gị ya akọrọ. Chetakwa na ọ bụ na SLTV Channel 264 ka ị ga-ekiri Voice of the People Television. Voice of the People Television. Ugbu a ị nwere karịa olu.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV Channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment. VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
Hello, beautiful people. How you all doing? Welcome to Spotlight on VOP TV, your #1 show where we shine the light on creativity, culture, style, music, and purpose-driven people. And yes, I'm your girl, Precious Agmanu, aka call me Prezi. Today is a beautiful day. Yes, to stay inspired, grounded, and blessed. And yes, we have a lot of gist for you, and I'm sure you don't want to miss any. Please stay with us. And trust me, I am not here alone. I am here with someone special. And yes, joining us today is a musicologist, media personality, brand influencer, and PR strategist. He brings a wealth of experience to the table. He is also a sought-after event and red carpet host, and most importantly, a dedicated music minister. And he is also one of the coordinators of the annual worship meeting, the Lord's Supper, and he is no other person than Ayomide Onilide. I pronounce the name Onulude.
No, Oni.
Okay, Onilude.
Yeah.
Don't worry, God will help me. Maybe God is saying that God is going to give me the Yoruba husband, but then. So how are you feeling today?
Very well, thank you.
Today, the steez and the composure. So how's your week been like?
A little bit of stress, but fun and,
All right. Plenty, Oshapapa, the weddings and the other. But trust me, you go for events like that now, yeah?
The one I'm invited to,
Hey, Jesus, you just made me remember something now. That when they invite you, you go.
Don't just go there. No do more branch.
I'm telling you.
So they're not going to chop your eye.
Lord Jesus.
There's some kind of event that you go for and you don't know anybody. You're just there looking. Oh, yeah, now serve food now. They're carrying the food like,
Hey,
so you need to know somebody
when
that,
you want to get food and they just pass you. That one they pay me.
Or they tell you that, on your own is coming. This one is not for you. Campaign.
It can hit me to hit my chest. They do that kind of thing, but then it's all good. So we're talking about a lot of things today. And yes, first on our list, we are talking about Nigerian media personality Peace Igor Daro has started conversations online after a post attributed to her went viral, claiming that men who wear perfumes costing less than 50K falls into the Okada man category.
Hey.
Father in heaven. So the remarks shared widely across social media platforms quickly drew mixed reactions from users, some agreeing with her opinion on grooming standards, while others criticized the statement as elitist and unnecessary. So the viral comments has since become a trending topic on entertainment blogs and gossip platforms, sparking discussions about class, luxury and perception of masculinity in Nigerian society. However, as of now, there has not been any official confirmation from Peace Together herself regarding the post on its intent. But then, this says a lot. But how you want to talk, say, person way buy perfume 50K?
Now, Okada.
Now, let's just say now, fresh in the spray. Hey, God, I beg go. Oh, God. See, I don't know how people really, imagine this, but we should not just start. See, my gender too, they do. God, Father in heaven.
Thank God, you know.
Wait, calm down. I never really learned. But then, being with somebody like a man that can afford that kind of perfume, yeah, it's good. Don't trust me. There are good perfumes that they are even lesser than that price, but they smell way better than
that of 150K.
It doesn't even matter if it's the amount of money, the amount you bought it. Do you get?
I just want to smell nice.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter if it's 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I
remembered one day I was going somewhere and I had to, stop a bike man and Okada man, Nigerian way. So I had to enter and I told the man that, please, you have to drop me here. But let me tell you the truth. I did not go from year to year. I told the man to drop me.
Because it was whose lane?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, the Okada man.
Stop me. Like, I couldn't tell him that it's actually embarrassing, you're going out. I don't know. If they ask you this question, like, which would you prefer? Mouth odor or body odor?
Hey. Mouth odor.
Body odor.
None.
So you cannot just date somebody because of
No, I'm sorry.
If you manage one now.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Father. But because I could not tell that guy, let me go back to the story. So I couldn't tell that guy that, see what is happening, just drop me. I had to enter another bike. He didn't know the reason.
I have a friend though.
Yeah.
She's gonna say it as it is.
Hey, blood.
And she's always going around with this pocket perfumes.
But is there any way you can tell somebody that, please, you politely, and they will not feel bad?
I think I saw a post like that.
They will feel embarrassed. You get?
I mean, yeah, they're gonna feel embarrassed, but it is what it is.
Hey,
it is
Lord
what it is.
of Jesus. Even if it's 200 naira,
just use it. Roll on,
Just try the.
Use roll on.
Try the user.
The situation of the country is critical enough for you to have
they're giving us another. Father in heaven, they're giving us another stress. You get this thing. So I don't know, but then I somehow, accept what she said, but I somehow don't. If it's the part where she says that, okay, that we need to use perfumes, is good. That I know she actually acknowledges the fact that we should
it's good to use perfume.
But
the fact that she's saying the 50K, I do not quite agree with that because, I know the elites, they are big on perfumes and they can use like, someone like Timini, I saw his collection one day, I'm like, bro, what happened? He has like 50 bottles of, perfumes.
For waiting.
And this guy,
you want to bath inside the perfume.
So some people are so big on perfumes.
Yes.
But for me, I don't think you have to use 150 to 1 million. Just use something. Just smell nice. So don't give people unnecessary pressure. Like, you have to use, if you're using 50K perfume, 50K that we use and eat for 2 weeks.
Jesus, nice somebody they don't. Do you get what?
Do you know what?
In this economy. Please,
okay.
Auntie, you don't even like us.
Okay.
Me especially. Why would you say kilo day? Okay. Please, a lot of people have actually come out and say, Auntie, why are you saying this kind of thing? But then I think some people I really agree with what she's saying. Some say, me, I don't accept this one. So please, let them not even come and send it to that.
Some people would disagree.
So please, we have a lot of comments. Let's take some comments. And yes, Veronica said, let people wear and use what they can afford, please.
Exactly.
But thank you. I don't know why you are stressing.
Exactly.
You come back be disturbing somebody. All right, female programmer. She said, guys, they check your babes. So twist before you marry them. Because almost some girls no get. So what are you trying to say? That this person doesn't have to say, Jesus Christ. Please know that they calm down for this man. You see comment section there? Oh God.
See.
They can.
Comment section is the real deal. Especially on TikTok. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about if you're depressed. If you know what is good for yourself, off your comment section. If you don't have a tough skin, especially on TikTok, just please.
I always say this. I say Nigerian accuse. See, person they tell me say, if you depressed, bro, you're not depressed. Sister, you're not depressed.
It's money that you don't have. You don't have money. Somebody like
because
me
what
like
to
this,
just make you laugh.
if I tell you I'm not happy, just know that it's because money. Money.
And it's only money, oh. Like now the vest now, but then
you see money, you'll be happy.
we need a war, seriously, but then we will see the smile. You get, but trust me, when you come to Nigeria, let's say if you come to Nigeria, you just a smile anyhow. That everything just, but trust me, if you don't get money, you don't send a vex. Now that one I with the vex, you just hide your face. All right, we have a lot of comments. Let's take more comments. A lot of people are actually coming out to say things concerning this. And yeah, somebody said, what if it's 50K and it still smells like water? Jesus, that is where in fact it has finished. Because why would you buy something for 50K and it don't come good? Do you come to think of it? There was something I saw yesterday. I was talking about it here. People now buy iPhones and they said it's upgraded
XR. The iPhone 17 Pro.
Yes.
Seriously. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. I don't want to believe that the 17 Pro Max is an upgraded version.
Yeah.
XR.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Apple was too so low, you know. But I know that Nigerians and pressure,
blood of Jesus,
they're always counterfeit. So,
but come to think of it, even the way they are just, you know, emphasizing the iPhone 17, everybody wants to get it. Like,
but
say,
at some point, I want to believe because iPhone 17 Pro Max is now everywhere. You would think it's 1 million naira.
Even the one where they color. They feel color.
You would think it's 1 million. I was asking my friend, I beg, now feeling that they collect. Everybody's just using 17 Pro Max. I beg.
Wait till be this.
Don't now plug me in. I beg. Myself won't use. I won't belong.
Please allow the Android users in peace.
Sorry.
Please don't just go there because me, I don't want to come and start saying things. You understand? Don't maybe just start calling.
I mean, Samsung is such a beautiful, you know, model. So,
but actually, I don't want to say this, but then I think it's quite expensive to manage.
Yeah, the Samsung.
Yes.
Yeah, people say so.
But then, what I'm trying to say is that the one that they're doing, I don't know, pressure will just make you to go and buy nonsense, and you will get what I ordered versus what I
got.
Jesus, and you will
That's
oh God,
pressure, that's the word.
I'm just saying, even that person that will go and buy that 50K perfume.
Pressure. Continue, don't worry.
Hey, you see, oh my God.
Pressure.
Pressure. You get what I'm trying. This is vibe like this. But wait, calm down for the pressure first. Let's just talk about this. But trust me, I don't know. People really buy. You know, what things you order and what you get is. I don't know why it's always like that here. I don't know why it's like that. But
I think the reason why it's like that is, okay, let's say, for example, I said this thing on you and I want to recreate. Now, I'm not going to meet your tailor or your stylist or your vendor. I want my own stylist or my own vendor to create it the same thing.
The same way.
It can't be the same. First and first, we don't have the same body. We don't have the same, you know, weight, everything to carry it. And you want the perfect thing. No, don't play.
Maybe Jesus, maybe the shape. You also want everything.
You don't have the I saw one the other day. This is what I ordered. This lady has this hourglass shape. You know, she was tall, beautiful. And I don't want to, you know.
But then, talking about fashion, yeah? A lot of people now, like some designers now go into, you know, there's a way they make clothes now that snatches the waist. And even though it doesn't look that perfect, like the way you expect it to be, it should be close to that. Because there's something they call the corset.
The corset. Even though you can't breathe well, you're still corsetting, you know.
Why did you put not
but it's the truth. It's the truth. You know.
Even when we can't breathe, please leave the breathing for us. Now we want the breathe. Trust me, I've seen a lot of videos where ladies now wear that, and
even Tenny complained the other day. I mean, I think
because of waiting.
She went.
You want to go and do
snatch.
You know, snatch it. You not come and kill yourself. Say, hey, Father in heaven, oh Lord. Like I can imagine people. You can't just breathe well. You have to sit, and you know you have to sit a particular way to just look. Hey,
I've been wanting to ask. Maybe let me ask you.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you've ever worked.
I've won once.
Were you able to pee to use the toilet?
Right now, it was maybe that day I didn't really eat much, so that I didn't even eat much, so that the thing will not come because the way this place now bloated out. Jesus Christ, you will not breathe, but then just want to look beautiful. You get so. Please, we are still talking about the 50K perfume. So let's take more comments because a lot of people are actually coming out to say things. And someone said that what if you just finish buying the 50K perfume and then it can't smell like the Okada man where they run from. But
I saw one comment. The person said, what about 4999999?
Ah. Oh my God. All right.
Okay. Rolls Royce girl, that's funny.
She said, okay, another person said, what do you mean by customers are Okada men? Oh God. And fine woman. Anyway, Okada men also deserve to smell nice. Yes. Seriously, that doesn't mean because they call you Okada man. Trust me, you need to look tush too, like an Okada man. Even if they drive bike, you're supposed to look tush, dress well,
looking good perfume. Is a good business. So even if you are hawking pure water, there's a video of a little boy that was, I think, sometimes on the internet that was hawking pure water that was so fluent with his, the way he advertised the sachet water, to, and from there. So imagine he's just trying to. So I just went to that route because I'm trying to say everything you do, just make sure that you look good and you look presentable.
A lot of people, even people that now that sell stuff like pure water, drinks, now they don't dress well. They'll be on corporate. They'll be on corporate with you.
I mean, they're trying to, market their business.
Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. But that's really unique, It looks unique when I see it. And I would like to patronize those kind of people when I see them. All right, we have a lot of comments. Let's take more comments. Let's see what we have. Yes. Another person said, funny people everywhere. Oh, God. Una just they increase pressure for those who no get sense. Jesus. At
wow.
Oluwamog is well with you. Then Osare said, okay, we've taken that. So someone said, Baba, in fact, your family.
Baba, look at this person combined both Yoruba, Hausa, everything.
Hey, God.
Bankina Maya.
This is serious. See, this is my comment people. We are not agree. We are not the pepper people. But then it's well. God will help her. As she has said that she go the date person where they use 100K, 100 million perfume. No, I don't know what to say. I beg, let's take more comments. We have a lot of people. Yes, a lot of people are actually saying something concerning this. Let's take more and more comments. And Miss Stormy said, how much does your father's own cost?
You.
Jesus Christ. This is the highest. What of 449,900? More than they calm down. The J thing said, I thank God for social media because it really exposes people and their mindset.
Actually.
Hey, God.
Actually.
You go just sit down and talk about this guy thing. God, I beg. Somebody said, okay, I passed. Mine is 50,400 plus delivery. Oh God. See, what I'm trying to say right now is, even though Peace has actually said that we should go and be buying perfume, she want to put the pressure on people to go and buy perfume of 50K. Me, I don't care for that one. That one is a business. But then, please, always smell good. Smell nice. If you're going out, if you're into business, any kind of thing you're doing, just if you don't bath finish, try use roll-on, try smell nice. So that keep us with the inside boss with you. Or
make it part of your daily routine.
You get what I'm trying to say. So yes, we still get plenty just to talk about. And yes, we have another this, and that happens to be the widow of late Nollywood actor Junior Pope. Jennifer Awele has warmed hearts online after sharing an old note her husband wrote when he once borrowed money from her. So in the document, which surfaced on social media, Junior Pope formally acknowledged the loan and signed it, a gesture many fans describe as both touching and humorous. So the post quickly went viral, drawing emotional reactions from followers who resented about the actor's playful yet responsible nature. While some online users found the act amusing, others praised it as a sign of mutual respect and trust between the couple. So the resurfaced note has since reignited fond memories of the late actor who passed away earlier in 2024, reminding fans of his charm and authenticity, both on and off the screen. So the wife actually came out to say that he had this agreement that if you borrow money, you understand, you have to sign. So there was this paper that she posted online stating that where both of them, where Pope said he was going to return the money. And the wife signed, and him too, he also signed. So my question is, because she also talked about the question where, is it that can you borrow somebody money and, do those kind of, a lot of agreements and the rest of them? Especially maybe you're not married, yeah?
I'm not. I'm single.
Oh my God, single and bleak. So, if you would get married, would you like to borrow your wife, or would you probably say, "Please take, I don't need"?
In my opinion, if I'm married, I don't think I would borrow my wife money. You know, I would give. She's my wife.
Yes, freely.
So whatever I have is also ours. So I don't mind giving to her. But outside marriage, you know, even family members, fine. Because sometimes family members
so they will come for you.
To talk of friends, you know, acquaintances.
Yes.
So contracts. When are you going to return it? Some people will borrow money from you. To return is the problem. Because there's this thing that comes with. I think I've experienced it. I borrowed money from a friend one time, and it's time for me to pay back. I have the money, but I don't just want to pay back because I'm feeling some kind of way like, how do I remove this money from this account? So I understand the thing that comes with people borrowing money and not want to pay back. So when you have a contract, you know the consequences that you're going to face. If you don't pay me my money, I think you'll be able to sit up. So for the married thing here, I feel like people have their own, you know, different ways of doing things. So, but for me, I don't think I would want to borrow my wife money and then tell her to sign, or she will want to borrow. She can say, okay, I will borrow your sign as per, you know, ladies. You guys can be very petty. But, you know, but for
Father in heaven, you're saying what he's saying, that we are too petty.
No, that's you guys' nature. I mean,
oh Jesus.
You can want to like,
but trust me, if you ask me the same question, I would say anybody you're going to sign.
I mean, it's fine.
No, do you know what I'm saying? So because basically, I might want, like, if I want to give you the money, I will wholeheartedly give to you again. I'll give you the money and I'll say, you don't need to, you know. But there might be some time I want to use the money. Like I have a particular money and I want to use it for something very important. And maybe I don't have elsewhere to get the money from.
Yeah.
Probably. And you tell me, please, can you just lend me this money?
And because you don't want to spend the money, you know. Because
you're my husband, I would, you know, gracefully lend you the money, but you have to pay back.
You know, these days, I think I've come to a conclusion that money that I can't give out, I don't borrow. So if you're coming to me to say you want me to borrow your money, if I know that I have the money, I can give it out, dash it out to you. For me, I'm dashing you. So when you're coming back to say, let me pay, I'll just say, don't worry. You know, because it's always crazy trying to get your money back from people. You know, they make you look like you're the bad person.
But what if some person that, you know, like people that actually borrow money and genuinely that they don't have that money to pay back?
I understand that you don't. See, there's a different thing when you borrow money from someone and you're keeping tabs. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, there's a date that you're supposed to return, and you're like, okay, I'm sorry, this happened. You are, you know, you're keeping tabs. It's different from, I'm the one disturbing. You know how PalmPay used to run after their debtors.
Lord Jesus, not be smart.
You know. So it's a different thing if I'm the one coming to meet you. Pay me my money. No, I mean that's bad. But if you're coming to me and telling me that, okay, this happened, that happened. I mean, I'm human. I will understand and then give you the grace.
Well, I think I agree with what he's trying to say. So yes, you know, a lot of people have actually come out to say things concerning the late actor's you know, routine in the house with his wife. So, but let's take some comment, because a lot of people are like, say, I cannot borrow my husband, I cannot borrow my wife. Some people will say, no, any money, I can, you know.
That's why I say it's a personal thing.
Give it freely.
You know.
So we have a lot of comments concerning this. Let's take some comments. A lot of people are actually coming out to say things concerning this. So yes, let's take some comments. And yes, Daniela said they would say that they will give you back, but you just know your money is gone.
I said it. Women.
OT law, it is gone. All right, another person, Motion, said, Wahala. Hey God, Wahala. Then Martin said, what is sweet, cute, and lovely on this post? Needing to write a letter to borrow money from your partner is sweet, Abi. If any man had tried this with their wives, then you realize that it's not sweet or lovely. Martin, I don't exactly know what your problem is right now.
I know you're not going to agree with him.
Because everybody just wants to be happy and smiling and everything.
It's not that deep.
What? Like what? Why are you paying, bro? All right. Somebody said, you know, you put this love sign. And we have a lot of comments. Let's take more and more comments. A lot of people are actually talking about this. Yes, we have a lot of people talking about this. And somebody said, true, I don't borrow rich like 10 million. but she no pay. Blood of Jesus. But if they owe me 5K, in fact 2K self, I dey wake him up 3 a.m. midnight to remind him. I know they smile until I collect him out of his good heart. He will add interest. Oh, you know, trust me, they are still humble and understanding men out there that can understand that when you borrow money, definitely women, we like money.
Men are actually the real babies. You know.
So we are not sharing babies into the...
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, this soft heart that babies have, you know, that's how men are. It's just that, you know, when you try to, like, stand up to them and say, you know, that's when they show you, but they are not tough. They are not that tough.
See, the truth is that I still agree that men, there are some good men we have there, some odogus, you know, the odogu and the chalugo. You've seen the second part.
Yeah.
That movie says a lot. So imagine the odogu coming to spend on his woman. You get what I'm trying to say?
Writing notes.
Even the part, you remember the part where he said that the lady has to, that Achalugo has to be buying, you know, toiletries.
Yeah, no, she wanted to, you know, support financially. And
said, why would you support? You know, that kind of, please, who doesn't love?
She can actually buy tissue paper.
My God. But then, you know, they're actually good men there that wouldn't want you to even spend a dime, and they'll just want to just give you that money. Oh, thank you. So we still have good men, and it's actually very beautiful.
Please find us. There are still so many of us out there.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
Single, you know.
Jesus.
I'm a good man. Just saying.
Oga is marketing. Yeah. You don't want to go back. Oh, Jesus. Just drop your number. Let's clock it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? All right, we have a lot of comments. Let's take more and more comments. Yes, we have a lot of people talking about this. And yes, somebody said, this is so sweet. May God bless his soul. Amen. And another person said, I am guilty. My own voice record.
Every woman out there is guilty.
Hey, why women? Why do they already know us as people that's too, hey, you know, too dramatic?
Funny thing is, women will borrow you money. Your wife will borrow you money. I've seen cases like that. Yeah. Let's say, for instance, my wife borrowed me like 3 million naira.
Yes.
And then maybe in the middle, I'm trying to still pay her back, but I now got her something. I gifted her like 1 million naira.
Yes.
See that 1 million naira, she don't go deduct her for that 3 million. She said, you're still giving me 3 million naira. You even had interest. I had interest now. You guys, you like money.
Please, we'll add interest.
You like money.
You know, please. Yes. You get what I'm trying to say? We like money, but women love good things. Who doesn't love? Please, though, you should pamper us. That's why we are your, you know, babies, actually. So let's take more comments. We have a lot of people talking about this. We have a lot of comments. Let's take more and more comments. Yes. And somebody said, justice for me. My husband, no, they pay me back. Hey, Hansi, you don't need to come and
But there's another way he pays back, Sha. If he doesn't pay back.
You get it.
Clock it.
Lines, they cry. You get what he's trying to say? You know, there's another way in the other room that you can pay back. You get what I'm trying to say? So, Kuku manager like that. You get a lot of people when they pass through. So somebody said, borrow me ke. Na dash, they no go pay back. All right, it's all right. Bella said, same handwriting, Abi. I know they see clearly. It's well. All right, to those, you know, that still want to expect them, that's still expecting their money to be paid back. Don't worry, they'll give you to all the wives and to all the husbands. But then, to our odogus, please, take care. When we borrow you money, you're supposed to understand that, you know, as your babies, you know, we are not supposed to pay back. But then, when we now give you the money, sir, you have to pay us back wholeheartedly. So why are you smiling like that?
I reserve my comment. I don't want to say anything, you know.
Don't you agree with what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
Thank you. And that's it. Thank you for that. I really love people that just accept what I said. Because me, I don't have strength. But that laugh is really scary. Why is he laughing like that? But then it's good. All right, we have another gist. And trust me, this is mind-blowing. You need to listen to this. So Nigerian women frown at a baddie who won her future husband that she won't be joining wives in the family to cook during family function.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh my God. You don't marry. Make her ask you. See, it's not by force to cook, ni.
Family functions.
And you know family functions, they are so, hey God! If you never experience them, you want to go and be forming wife material, you know, Oshe, boo girl, you can do, yeah.
That's no big
I will not say you should not join and do the house chores, you do. But my own be say, no go do pass yourself. You feel that you go the faint. Because say you want marry man. Jesus, please.
I feel like the right thing to do is, as a wife, you know, in the family, when there's a family function and then you are able to attend, the least you can do is just to join. Even if you're not doing anything, just sit with them, you know, gist with them, give them moral support.
Of course.
If you can't do, you know, any of the things that they are doing, just give them moral support. It counts. But you staying inside or saying you don't want to do it,
I wonder. Like,
in 2025.
But trust me, a lot of ladies do it though. They'll just stay inside, they'll say I will not work.
But there's always problems. That's the problem.
And trust me, they always have issues with their mother-in-law.
Why won't you have issues with your mother-in-law? You will.
Women, we are too dramatic. Even the ones where they shout the mother, wait, turn mother-in-law. It reach their turn.
I know that some family can be, you know, excessive. You know, they've abused that, you know, privilege of, you know, wife joining them in cooking and all of those things. But that's not to say you won't join. When it's becoming too much, you can just withdraw or, you know.
That's true.
In fact, it's even better not to go than for you to attend and now, you know.
Father. And now end up like, But you know people with it, you know when there's family of, maybe there are 5 boys in the family and the last boy gets married with the last wife. You know, say, be like, say people, they talk, say that one, they suffer pass the other women because those people, they feed the house, they relax and the other rest
now
of
you
them.
could serve them.
Hey!
Big mommy.
Jesus.
Big auntie.
Big auntie.
Especially the extended family, it's always a lot. I understand where this person is coming from, but then again.
Like, I understand how people come out to say, people came out to say that, why would she say that? That means she doesn't love her family. Auntie, rest, please. It's not by voice. If you want to help, you help. If you say you don't want to help, if it's me, I will not even go anywhere. But then
I mean, that's between you and your husband.
He will understand. All right, we have a lot of comments. A lot of people have actually come out to say things concerning this. Some people say, me, I don't accept what she said, you. Some people say, me, you cannot come and kill yourself. You can just help out. You get what I'm trying to say? So let's take some comments. A lot of people are coming out to say things concerning this. And somebody said, no, we have a lot of comments. A lot of people are actually coming out to say a lot of things. Because, you know, the fact where people come to, you know, ladies especially come to quarrel with their mother. All right, it's on the screen already. Somebody said, you people cannot bond on the train from Paris to London. All right, official Kamailai said, if you and your husband can afford caterers, why not use them instead of going through the stress? Thank you.
Even
simple
the caterers,
things.
you still need to supervise them.
But it's true. Some caterers not just get
else.
Hey, Lord of
all
Jesus.
your food.
You will even find the one where you
You're
go
going to the house.
Oh, Jesus.
So you still need to be around.
Of course, that's true. But then it's better. There's less stress. You get? All right, we have a lot of comments. There's another person, you never see your husband, you don't they fight. Lord of Jesus. As I am a Jabota. You don't even see him.
You never see your husband, don't they fight in-laws?
Oh my God. Is that gender not
just imagine your future in-laws.
Oh Jesus.
I've seen this.
You don't fight. And funny enough, is how women, you always come out and say, my mother-in-law this, my mother-in-law that. I've never seen where a lady will just come and say, do you know somebody actually prayed that she lost the mother-in-law before she gets married? That's really bad.
That's brutal.
That's brutal.
And I cannot, again, understand where they're coming from. But it's not, you know, because you should remember that one day you're going to be someone's mother.
And make your son go marry wife.
And what goes around comes around.
Hey, you know? Lord of Jesus. That's you're
so if you are praying for your mother-in-law to die, don't worry, you will also give birth to a boy. And that wife will also pray for you to die. So what goes around comes around, you know.
Seriously, my comment section there, this would not, I don't know, the joy you will actually give me, but it's good. All right, we have a lot of comments. Let's take more and more comments. We have a lot of people talking about this. Let's take more and more comments. A lot of people are talking about what this lady has actually come out to say, that she's not gonna put hands in anything that are doing in the family.
As a baddie.
As a baddie. You get what I'm trying to say? That she wants to be this relaxed princess, enjoying her money and the rest of her
sipping
husband.
her tea.
Sipping her tea, relaxing.
In her house, she's a princess. She's a queen. I was
Maybe me talk.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my God. In my house, I'm a queen, but here I am not. Okay. Please. All right.
We have a lot of church though. Relating to this family, this in your house. Everybody not king for your own limb.
Yes.
But you in this family function, no, you are nobody.
Definitely, you're coming to a different.
Do you understand?
space.
So you have to get along.
You have to get along, you.
There's not even. I don't think there's a family that would have a function and then expect you as the wife to come and be cooking. They have their caterers, So it's just for you to be there as this is the wife of Lagbaja, this is the wife of Tamedo. Do you understand?
Yes.
So they can brag, this is my son's wife, and you too, baddie,
All right. Yes, that is it. And yes, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll go into what we have today. Please don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the show Spotlight. And yes, I'm your girl, Precious Agumanu, aka Call Me Prezi. And yes, say I know they here alone. I'm with my special person, Ayo.
Glory.
So Ayo, the first time I saw your name, and I'm like, the part you said, Ayo no, not that part. The part you said, Ayo, I love my church.
I love my church.
That's the name, the next name you like your nickname.
Yeah, okay, that's my name, my handle on social media. All my handles.
How did it even come about the name? Because I was confused. It was confusing actually. I love my church.
I know, right? In this time and age, you see somebody bearing "I love my church." Okay, so
I said make a ask now.
Backstory.
Right.
My name is Ayo Mide.
Okay.
I love Ayo for short. So there's a skit that I make, concerning the church, Christians, and relationship between God and the church. So it is tagged "I Love My Church" series. So then taking "I Love My Church" and Ayo, just match them together. Ayo, I love my church.
But actually, that name really caught my attention because I'm like, Ayo, I love my church. Maybe this guy is this Christian guy.
Spirit Coco.
But it's all right. All right.
We'll get there.
So please, Ayo, can we meet you, please?
All right. My name is Ayo Mide Onilude, known as Ayo I Love My Church. A musicologist, content creator, media personality.
Only one person.
A green carpet, because I attend the Celestial Church of Christ, so we don't use red. So I say green carpet in the church, and outside Celestial, red carpet host. I'm also a music minister. Funny enough, many people don't know that I sing, although I study music. But yeah, I'm a music minister. And a little bit of karakata,
Karakata.
Buying and selling.
Father. So how's the journey of music been for you?
Music. So according to my mom, I was born in the Celestial Church of Christ.
Yeah.
So my mom was a chorister when she had my pregnancy.
Yeah.
And she was still singing in the choir and all of those things. So when I was born, I had to move away from the church.
Yeah.
Because my dad was a Muslim at that time. And you know how men can be. Wanted to be champion. And he said, okay, you have to go to the Arabic school. So I had to move to the Arabic school, But according to my mom, growing up, I'm always disturbing the neighbor with the sound of my voice, singing, just whistling around the old compound and all of that. I remember growing up, when I sing, people would be like, are you in the choir? You have a nice voice. I mean, thank you, And even, when I was in primary school, secondary school, Yoruba cultural dancer and me, Igbo cultural dancer, I did there. I'm the one, leading
what is this? Everywhere.
I'm always everywhere, leading the group and all of those things. Even when I got to secondary school, I was part of the school choir. For me, it has been music. But at some point, I said to myself, I don't want to study music. You ask me why.
Why did you not enter inside the music?
So there was a time I was at, there was this Celestial Church of Christ Music Academy.
Yeah.
Founded by the late Dr. Oluwale Adetiran. So as at that time, I'm not sorry to say this, my church, my community is a community that they're not really big on musicians. They don't really, because talent's now water. For the Celestial Church of Christ.
They poor.
They poor.
Hey, talents, they cry.
Literally, one of our hymns was given to us by a 7-month-old baby. So that's to tell you that.
Do you imagine? Can you imagine?
Anybody can sing. So if you're saying you don't want to sing again, they go now.
We don't.
They're not really big on artists, music. So we saw all of those things, and there was a day this man called me and was like, "Why do you want to study music? Why do you want to become a musician?" And I don't even have an answer. I'm like, because he said, "Look at me, in his words, I'm suffering, blah 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 blah." He's the music director for the church worldwide.
Oh my God.
He's the dean for music, Polytechnic of Ibadan. I mean, he has he composed the NYSC anthem. NYSC anthem. Yes, he's the composer of the NYSC anthem. So it was like after all of these achievements, I mean, he has so many awards in his parlor.
Yeah.
Look at me, sitting in one corner in Mowe State. So why do you want to? So that kind of like demoralized me from studying music, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to study music. I'm going to go do another thing in school. This one that I've come to learn, let it stay. So I was like, okay, I'll study sociology. I'll study this. I didn't get the admission.
Hey.
And that boils down to my purpose, our purpose as Christians. I later found out that God's God-given purpose for me is to be a minister.
Yes.
So at the point that I said, okay, I want to go and study music, I had the admission to study, diploma in music. And I'm still, trying to pursue my degree. I'm still taking a break. I beg. I won't rest. So that's how it has been, from moving from school, primary school, secondary school to church choirs, grooves and all of that. That's how, and that's just it.
Oh my. So how did you come about doing content creating?
Content creating for me started 2020, Corona. That was when everybody was locked down.
They locked down. You don't get what you want to do. Just
so I said to myself that I'm going to make the most of this lockdown.
Yeah.
And at that time I've been singing. I've been in that music school, that Celestial Music School. I've been doing a cappella. I don't know if you know what that means. Melody Lab. God has blessed me. I can sing soprano, alto, tenor, and a little bit of bass. So I'm an all-rounder when it comes to music. So I was able to sing all of those things, merge it together. I have my audience on Facebook, Instagram already. Wow. So 2020 was the year that most Nigerians, know about TikTok because we were bored.
Yes.
We were finding things to survive. So that was when I found TikTok. And when I found TikTok, I was doing my cappella, putting it there, doing my music. And before I knew it, I started, I love Jennifer Funkakedede. So a sound, I was mimicking a sound, Adaku, all of those things.
Everybody loves Jennifer.
Yes, so everybody loves Jennifer. So one day I just stumbled upon a sound and then I don't even know what being creative means. I just know that I was doing me. And then I said to myself, let me do something different. Maybe, within our church. As at that time, there's no content creator in the Celestial Church of Christ. There's nothing like influencer or nobody. I just said, okay, let me do something. And I just made something with that sound. And it went viral. Before then, I had gone viral. Wow. I made some videos with the TikTok sound. I remember, I think this said in my heart and in my soul. I was in costume, taking us back to the primary school. Those days we used to dance.
Jesus. Me, I did front for class.
I was always at the front. So it was on Yaba left, Tunde North, everybody. Wow. But one thing about me, I don't really care about fame. So I didn't put my watermark. So many people did not, my account did not grow. Only a few friends of mine knew and, they were calling my attention to it. So when that came, when the content creation, when that one, went viral too, I didn't put my watermark. But people wanted more. Something that they've never seen before. So they were like, "Hey, give us another one. Let's do, let's have it." So from there, it started, growing. And again, like I said, my purpose, as a Christian, for me, it wasn't about to get famous. It wasn't about to be in the spotlight. It was about me doing what, I was being directed to do by the Holy Spirit at that time. And I was doing it. And from there, it just kept on, going. And that was it.
So what are the challenges you faced so far in music and also content creating?
In music, I would say, I don't think I've faced any challenges because one, like I said, I don't put myself out there as a musician. You wouldn't know I sing if I don't tell you.
Like serious. But I think I wanted, like your voice. The way people talk these days, you always know. Music knows
your tonation.
Thank you. So I don't know how to put it, but then someone that actually is in that line can just know
from your voice.
From the voice, yes.
Yeah. So I don't think I have I have any challenges yet.
Okay.
Because, I'm just, following God's steps. Now, where God sends me, I dey go. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But for the content creation, a lot. Because, like I said, in my community, the Celestial Church of Christ, there's never been anything like that before. I mean, we have so many of them now because I've been able to, put that in place. But when I was, coming up, there's so many, rumors. First, it was ladies, trying to say I'm trying to talk down the ladies because there's this costume I wear cap, and so I depict the act of a lady, even if I'm trying to pass a message that, talk to both genders. So the ladies were like, no, and what is this thing? This word, feminist, they're trying to be, don't play on us like that. And I'm like, calm down, it's just an act. From there it moves to some people in the church saying I'm abusing, the sacred garments, trying to. So it sort of demoralized me, and I'm like, okay, you know what?
Don't give it them.
But it is gonna eat, and potatoes gonna potate, because I find out that they were just trying to cloud chase.
Yes, that's
stop, because there's so many people doing that thing that you're stopping me from doing, and you don't have a problem with it. So I said to myself, you know what? Don't worry, pick it up again, and I continued, and it has been, but I really don't think as it of a challenge.
A lot of people are actually watching you, your fans are actually watching you, and a lot of people want to go into content creating. Like, what's your advice for them?
I tell people, make sure that if you want to go into creating, make sure it's something that you want to do. If I wanted to be more famous than this, I would have been. I mean, people don't care about what people say. But me, because I have an assignment and I have a purpose, so I'm careful of things that I put out there. But for you, it's different. So if you want to go for it, be focused. Make sure that your focus is focused. Don't just say because, this person is doing it, I want to do it also. Is this something you really want to do? Is this something you have passion for? You have to, because you have to be consistent, and consistency is key. And trust me, consistency is very hard. So if it is not part of you, you won't be consistent.
And talking about consistency, do you have any project you want to work on recently? Like, do you have any project you're working on, basically from the content area or the music part?
Okay, I don't have any project. I do have project, but I don't want to reveal it now. But then there is this meeting, worship meeting that the Lord has, given to me and others. I'm one of the coordinators. It's like the Lord's Supper. We've had 4 editions so far. This year we'll be having the 5th edition, and it's coming up on December 9th, 2025 at the Solution Arena in Ekpan. So this is an open invite to everyone, to come join us and worship with us. Come and feast with the Lord. The Bible says, "Come to me, all ye, come and drink from the living water. You will never go, dry again." So come and eat. Come hungry, because you can only eat if you are hungry.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ayomide, for sharing your light with us on Spotlight Show. And trust me, I don't want it to go, but trust me, this is where we draw the curtain. And yes, to our amazing viewers, thank you so much for staying with us on Spotlight. Trust me, it was a blast, and I'm sure you enjoyed yourself. And yes, remember, if you're going viral or going global, please tell your story with heart. And don't forget to follow us on all our platforms at VOP TV Live, and subscribe to our channels for more exciting and updates on Spotlight. Yes, please don't forget, and I am your girl, Precious Agmadu, aka Kobe Prezi. This has been Spotlight, where voices meet purpose. So, bye for now.
Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Desmond Elliott hanging out at Go Get Face of Africa. I'm saying, keep watching, don't change the dial. This is VOP TV. Fatima.
This is African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeat, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us. Join us on People's Voice, where we amplify the voice of those that matters the most. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts with me. I am Savior Udo. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 4 p.m. to 5. Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns. Thank you.
My name is Familoni, and here is to view PTV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
My name is Made Kuti and you're watching BOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is...
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People television, where your health has a voice.
In a world where power shifts with every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy, and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Join Moses, Chukuma, and Fina on Voice of the People TM. Voice of the People television. Now you have more than a voice.